Yo, what's good, everybody? Episode 14, TTE Talks. We out here. I was gonna start it with a song, but I guess not. Maybe not today. Maybe next time. Hey, y'all remember that song from the Goofy movie that hit way too hard for no reason by Tevin Campbell?
Stand out.
Man. No,
Or the dude
is
in
that
it.
the one?
Hey, yo,
The power,
Wait, what's the name of the dude's name?
Tevin Campbell? Same one that
Kevin
sings it.
Campbell sings that?
Yeah, you didn't know
Yeah.
it was Tevin Campbell?
Jeez.
Man, got myself in motion.
Bam!
Dude in the beginning. Hey, yo, Stacy. Talk to me, baby.
Man. Man, Crime 92 with the follow.
Leaning Tower of cheese.
Goofy movie went way too hard for no reason. Like, no reason.
Damn, that was really. I gotta listen to that again.
Goofy movie is a top 3 soundtrack song to me, like individual. I still can't put no animated song over Beast Boy. Like Beast Boy got the title, bro. Beast Boy got the title.
Beast Boy?
I won't be catching villains.
Catching villains is the number one.
Oh, okay.
Ever made ever. I don't care what nobody say.
That was hard. I don't know, man.
And it was all original songs. Not no covers, because people try to do like the Steve from American Dad. So they be trying to like, oh, he be on it. Nah, he be doing covers. He don't be singing his own originals.
SpongeBob and Drake though, because SpongeBob got too many hits. SpongeBob got too many hits.
SpongeBob get on my damn nerves. I hate SpongeBob.
F is for friends who do y'all sweet boy.
Oh, boo!
Don't forget about Sandy going home.
Sandy's a hoe.
Damn.
The reason why her last name is Cheeks.
Yeah. See, built in. Hoe back into the show. Anyways, y'all, we here episode 14. Last week we covered what to expect going into week 1. Obviously, y'all are looking like, damn, there's a whole lot of faces on here. You got myself, Paula, the normal faces. We got Sefa to my left. We got Vita, who y'all have seen before on here. And you got the one and only Deuce at the bottom, 10 toes, for no reason. Black Force Energy, all of it. All bad, all good, all the mix in between. We got the future MMA champion right here. This man right here.
Other way.
Nah, it's maybe on your screen. On my screen, it's right here. We got the father of the best running back or the best golfer, future golfer in the world. It's Vita.
Semantics.
We got future rugby star at the bottom on my screen. Maybe not on their screen, but on my screen. We got Pilot the Great. He's like Samwise Gimli. Is that his name? Samwise?
Samwise. No, Samwise.
Share the load. Share the load, Frodo. Share the load. And they had some ugly feet, bro. Them some Polynesian feet if I ever seen some. Anyways, we're gonna hop into it. Go ahead, Polly, kick us off with this or that.
Oh, this or that. All right. First one. Tell Choji he is fat, or have Shikamaru control you with shadow possession for the whole day.
Tell Choji he's fat.
Choji he's fat.
Shikamaru.
I trust Shikamaru.
I trust Shikamaru. Yeah,
I trust Shikamaru
too.
He's too lazy to hold me all day.
What a drag.
What a
drag.
Nah, I'm calling Choji fat.
Hell no.
Hey,
good luck with that.
I mean, Naruto did it multiple times. He made it out alive.
Naruto is Naruto though.
Mm-hmm.
You're just Deuce.
I'm calling Choji fat.
No.
I don't like having other people control me too much.
If I was to get over technical, Shikamaru doesn't have like a lot of chakras, so there ain't no way he can hold you all day. You know what I'm saying? All day.
And he gonna get like you said, he gonna get bored. He gonna get tired. He gonna be like,
I'm taking my jutsu over Choji.
Yeah. All right, next one. Spend the whole day wearing wet socks or have popcorn kernel stuck in your teeth the whole day.
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Been there, done that with the
Stuck
wet
in your
socks.
teeth the
Not
whole
fun.
day.
Not fun.
Popcorn.
Not fun. Popcorn.
I'm wearing wet socks. I don't care. I don't want nothing stuck in my teeth.
I'll do. Nah, I don't want wet socks either. I have to go with the popcorn.
Good.
Yeah.
Too good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the popcorn, bro.
can't do no
I
popcorn.
used to have some
Get out of here.
I used to have some really stinky feet, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wet socks.
I used to have some. We all went through the phase of stinky feet. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go back there. Nah, don't play me. You know your feet stink. Don't try to play me.
All right. Go to war with the rest of the world for a year, or go to prison with all your rivals for a year.
What do you mean go to war with the rest of the world? Like just you personally?
No,
Or
just
like
the nation, basically.
with the entire world?
The entire world.
I don't know what definition you need. all of
Just
it.
war.
All of it.
I'm gonna go to the prison.
I
I don't know if I got too many enemies, but if I do, I can beat them.
I think I'm gonna go to war because I don't want to be in prison. Because then I just can't what if I get a couple dubs and got a couple days to chill? I don't want to be locked up chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather at least be able to function around. I don't want to be on nobody else's time.
You about to get pinned
Definitely
down.
going to war.
You about to get pinned down in your bunk.
Yeah, I don't want to be in prison anyway. I wasn't even good in ISS, so I don't want to be in prison.
Yeah, hey,
I watched 60 Days,
the whole
man.
world getting the smoke, all of them.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a fact.
The whole world getting the smoke. Whoever killed me, I deserve it.
No.
You was the better man or woman, or whatever you identify as.
All right. Rather be flushed down the toilet or thrown away in the garbage?
Oh man.
No, that's too much water. Nah. I done seen what's gotten flushed down the toilet. And it seemed like, waste is worse when you put water to it. Nah, throw me in the trash.
Yeah, throw me in the trash.
Definitely getting tossed in the trash.
I'm getting tossed in the trash. I think either way, you're gonna find your way to crap.
Hey, if somebody throwing doodoo in the trash can, that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. Like, look,
man, diapers and all that.
Did you not make it to the toilet so you had to throw some drawers away?
See some random drawers in it. Mind your business.
Yeah, nah. Just take me to the trash though.
At least I could see the drawers and prepare myself for it. I'm going down the toilet, bro. You elbows against all the pipes and nah.
Yeah, I'll probably go trash as well.
Don't need that.
All right. Have to wear the same clothes over and over again without washing, or wear all white for the rest of your life?
All white.
All white.
We hitting that all white.
All white.
All white for the rest of your life.
All for life.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're gonna wear the same outfit.
But it's clean, so I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
What we mean? I done
All white.
We all play football on here. We all been in the locker room with that kid that wore the same stuff every day. And it wasn't because of his situation at home either. He made the conscious decision not to wash his ass and still come to school with that.
Yeah.
Don't get me started with that.
Because you get a new all white every day, so
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can get dirty, style it up a little bit. Drop some ketchup on there, you draw it on your chest or something.
It's artistic.
It just is what it is.
Abstract.
It's got to be clean.
All right. Has a better career, Carson Wentz with Marvin Harrison or Dak Prescott with T.O.?
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, Dak.
That.
Ooh.
I was going with Dak.
Yeah. And I think T.O.'s a difference.
Yeah, because T.O. made Jeff Garcia look good. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
T.O. made too many average dudes keep jobs longer than they should.
Kevin called for the Eagles when Donovan McNabb got hurt.
Yeah, like T.O.
Tony
kept
Romo.
T.O. kept jobs. Like they were supposed to have jobs.
T.O.
Last one. CP3 with Charles Barkley or D. Mitchell with Karl Malone?
Ooh.
CP3 with Charles.
Damn.
We still ain't seen the ceiling on Donovan Mitchell yet. We've seen the best CP.
I think CP with Charles.
CP with Charles.
Yeah, I think CP with Charles.
Damn.
CP with
I'm going CP just because I know his ceiling.
I'm going with Donovan and Carl.
Oh,
I'm going with Donovan and Carl because I think, hear me out, we've been enamored at CP's longevity. He's great, don't get me wrong. He's great every single year consistently. I'm taking the best of Donnie so far. I'm taking Donnie. I'm taking Donnie and Carl.
So you think Donovan has a higher point in his career than CP3 has? Not New Orleans CP3. There's no way I'm going to look at
Nola CP was nasty.
He was.
No.
He was. He's probably top 5 eventually. I don't think he's top 5. He's top 7. Top 7 point guard all time.
Top 10.
We ain't seen Donnie yet. The best of Donnie so far, I like right now. The best of Donnie. We ain't seen his ceiling yet. And it just continues to go up. The best of CP, you said the best of CP was New Orleans. Everything after that?
And you give Donovan Mitchell a dominant big
New Orleans
that scores like 25 and 11.
New Orleans CP3 went to the Clippers though. Like you're saying,
and Donnie could easily average like a good 30 if he wanted to.
He went to the Clippers and didn't put them over the hump. They still didn't get past the semifinals.
But as much as I put that on Doc, and him coaching, I put that on too. Like he felt like that's the fault to the system too. Look who they ran into and who they lost to. They lost to the dudes who won it. So it's like a bad mixture. It's not a bad mixture, just they didn't pull it out. None of them pulled it out, but I don't think I can agree with saying that right now, any point in Mitchell's career, he was better than what CP3 was at his.
The difference for me right now
put it like this.
I know Donnie's going to play a playoff game. I don't know what the hell's going to happen with CP. He might stub his toe walking in the arena.
So here'll be my end rebuttal to that so we could get out of this. If Donovan Mitchell was to get traded right now to Philly, would they veto it?
Man, that's a whole different conversation.
That's a whole different topic.
That's a whole different conversation. Because Philly ain't coming off of. Hold up, Philly ain't coming off back-to-back championships. Philly ain't coming off that. Philly ain't LA. Philly ain't got Phil Jackson.
But if I'm sending Donovan to Philly, we're sending Philly the one thing that everybody says that they need, though, right?
That's different, though. That's a bad comparison, man.
Great comparison.
There's
Vita.
Nah, that's a terrible comparison.
No,
that's but
we gotta save that for a different day.
There's no veto trade on anything with Mitchell.
You can't veto anything because Philly's owned by an actual owner, not the NBA.
Yeah, but I'm saying that people knew the reason why CP3 didn't go to the Lakers. Political talk. We know
because of David Stern.
We know why he didn't go to the Lakers. We all know why he didn't go to the Lakers. They didn't want that man with Kobe. I argue with you all the time. Kobe took CP3's MVP. The one you say he took.
So did D Rose.
D Rose didn't take his. D Rose got his.
D Rose. The Warriors would lose to LeBron.
D Rose was blessed with his because LeBron went to Miami. He was blessed with his.
Nah, they could have gave it to KD.
Russell Westbrook is doing everything that D Rose did better. Way better.
Again, we'll move so we can get to the rest.
D Rose can't grab a board. Russell Westbrook averaging 10 a season. D Rose ain't dished out no assists like that. Russell Westbrook dished out 11. D Rose ain't never averaged 30 points. Russell Westbrook averaged 33.
10 years later, that's the same thing
with
as
the
us.
Worst team.
People aren't passing for as many yards.
Russ took his team to the same round that Derrick Rose did, and Derrick Rose had a better team.
We'll talk numbers. We'll talk numbers. You're talking about numbers. Trey averaged 25 and 9 just last year. The only other person who ever did those same numbers in the same season was Russ. Curry averaged more, never did the same amount of assists. Same as Dame.
Still ain't heard Derrick Rose's name.
So that's what I'm saying, because what you're talking about is
Russ is not better than Steph.
The numbers are different. Because the numbers are different. People have more numbers now. Just like we talk about the NFL, football, it's different. The numbers are different. Early 2000 Lakers games was getting won 90, 96, 101.
Derrick Rose was still blessed with his MVP, and that's like the majority of anyone that you talk to, unless you're enamored by the casual, right? There are the people that like JD that love Derrick Rose, and no matter what you say, he was the best at that time. Derrick Rose was blessed with his MVP. That's what I think. I'm not saying it's right. Derrick Rose is blessed.
Right, but it's cool. We'll move on.
And that's the end of this or that.
Let's go, Donnie and Carl.
CP and Charles whoops them.
Jeez.
Charles couldn't even get. We ain't gonna talk about that.
All right, come on.
Charles can't hold Carmelo's jockstrap. Charles can't hold Carmelo's jockstrap.
To the next.
All right, y'all. Going into week 1. Finally, man, give us a recap of them picks. What's everybody's record so far? Everybody made pick'ems last week. As far as TTE goes, us 5, including Mook and Tua, who couldn't make it because your boy just woke up and he has some honeydews. We don't want him to get choked out, so go and do them honeydews, bro.
All right. Top of the leaderboard, it's tied for first place at 11 and 5 with Tua, Sefa, and Mookie. And
is that a surprise? Not to me.
Big chillin' is Deuce in the middle at 10 and 6, again behind.
Is her?
Ooh. Oh, the average
in the
guys.
danger zone, we got Soy over there at 97. Vita right after 8 and 8. And then myself at 7 and 9.
Hey, I ain't in the danger zone. It sounds like Paula's in the danger zone being at the bottom.
Bottom 3 is always danger zone.
Hey, man, it ain't a race of first. It's a race away from last.
We all a game apart in the last 3.
Sound like there was some bold picks made last week that
it was
turned out not the greatest. Hey, for the record, Dallas almost came through for me.
But they didn't.
But Dallas is gonna be Dallas, whatever. Dallas is gonna continue to let you down, whatever. Freaking Dallas Cowgirls. If you're a Dallas Cowgirl fan watching this, I hate your team last week.
We're not sorry. Oh yeah, we hate you.
I'm not sorry.
Why would you bet against Tom? Why? I don't know.
Yeah,
because it's his 22nd year in the league, and he's got to digress sometime, right? No. All right, so last week's picks, we got the top of the leaderboard, we got the bottom of the leaderboard. We'll go over our picks at the end of the NFL segment before we get into a new segment that we have. But who stood out to y'all week 1? Who stood out? Kick us off, Vita. Who stood out to y'all week 1? Who's a surprise? What team? What player? What we looking at?
I think I'm just most surprised at Tennessee's performance, but nothing that I'm gonna panic about when I look at them. I think some teams are built to always start off good. Arizona did it beginning of last year. Came out first game hot. It came out first. I just think some teams are built just to start off good. You know what I'm saying? Tennessee is a team that always finishes better than they start. Same as like a New England. But I am just more surprised that they came out as flat as they did. But they got new coordinators. But they surprised me the most.
Arizona, cool. What about you, Deuce? Who stood out to you this week?
Who stood out to me? Thank you, my love. Yeah, I'd say the Saints because they didn't do anything. Yeah, they didn't do anything like extravagant. They just like won. Like Jameis Winston didn't have like hella yardage, but he got 5 TDs. You know, which if you're a fantasy person, I guess he did really good for you. If
Scored
you
like 40 points, PPR
yeah. So I think that was probably the biggest standout is like the fact that Jameis Winston did so well with the Saints. Like, cause he didn't make many mistakes.
Right. So I think that almost poses a question, right? And then this is something I've been curious about, and then I've been going back and forth with over the last few years, looking at New Orleans. We saw Teddy Bridgewater step in a couple years ago and perform when he was out. We saw Taysom Hill even play some games and perform while he was out. Is it safe to say that it's not Drew Brees? It's Sean Payton?
I think it's both, man.
You sure? Because, I mean, you said Teddy Bridgewater 5-0. And Drew Brees told this to Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston said this. Drew Brees repeated it on there. He was like, look, you ain't got to go out there and win games. Sean Payton's going to put you in a position where all you got to do, manage the game. When it's time to make a winning throw, make that throw. So it continues.
Drew Brees can never make that throw.
Ooh, damn. That continues to make me look at it like, man, is this one of those like Tom Brady, Bill Belichick situations? Because we ain't never seen Drew Brees anywhere else. Granted, he was in San Diego, but he didn't really have a chance over there, right? We ain't never seen him go anywhere else, as opposed to like Tom Brady going out and breaking out and doing his thing in Tampa Bay. Is that more Sean Payton because he's showing that with another quarterback that did terrible on Tampa Bay? And he did that with Teddy Bridgewater, got him paid just for him to go and be subpar in Carolina?
Yeah, Sean Payton can get that ring with any other quarterback from that year.
Yeah, his game plan is top of the league, man. He just prepare well each week.
He got robbed.
Sean Payton?
Out of a Minnesota Miracle and a clear pass interference. They should have been in 2 Super Bowls. So Sean Payton's resume outside of that mess is a top tier coach in this league. In this league, you know what I'm saying? They do it all the time. He's a top tier coach in this league. So again, like you said, nobody has to do nothing special with him. You just have to do what he tells you to do. My homie tells me, homie Dowd Saints fan, he tells me that all the time. He says he has a game plan. And he was like, no matter what the roster is, he adjusts to it. You know what I'm saying? He's going to adjust to it. So again,
I would say he's even better than Andy Reid.
Damn, I never gave that no thought for real.
If like off of recent success, people would say Andy, but
Sean Payton, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Andy soiled coaching the Super Bowl. Andy soiled coaching the Super Bowl. He got bailed. Like you saw that. Like if up until Mahomes did his Mahomes things, you could have looked at the Chiefs and how they played, and looked at how the Eagles played their Super Bowl against the Pats, and been like, damn. And been like, damn, that Super Bowl against the 49ers, they did like no motions, no stuff that they usually do. They made it real easy. And like Tampa Bay was like, yo, we prepared for all this stuff. And he just didn't use none of it. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of he soiled it. Like he soiled it. That's the reason why Alex Smith was a bad thing for him.
So would it be safe to say, because in my head I'm thinking about Bill Belichick is the Phil Jackson of the NFL. He got hella rings. You take away his star players, he ain't shit. Sean Payton is the Greg Popovich. You get this man some nobodies, he's gonna be in the playoffs every single year.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. That's a crazy comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I like that.
It's accurate.
That's why I thought earlier, even though people make fun of Jameis for the 30 and 30 season, he still threw 5,000. And
he still put up numbers, though.
It's the same dude, Bruce Arians, who we tore up in the NFC Championship game, who had Carson Palmer looking fire and soiled it because Arians has a choke factor just like Andy Reid has a choke factor.
Man.
But you give him Tom Brady, who says, hell no, we're not doing that. The game, you know what I'm saying? You have
a seen that in the game on Thursday last week. You actually seen that. If you go back and watch it, they try to call in a play, and Tom Brady looked at his wristband, looked back at the sideline, was like, "Nah, that's not it," and then went back into the huddle.
Hey, I mean, it was evident at the beginning of the year last year because Bruce Arians was trying so hard to implement his game plan. After that terrible start, Tom Brady was like, he's like, look,
first half of the season did not go well.
This is good, but not great. Okay, let's run this. I'm gonna backpack you to a championship. Yeah.
I was like, yo, some of the plays you call, I see what they're running and I see what you're calling, and then there's no route open, bro. You gotta let me do it. Like there's no route open. But if you put Tom there and you put Jameis there, and Jameis is like, it's not there, Bruce is gonna be like, throw the damn ball.
You better fit it there.
Yeah, like, all right, I'm gonna send it. It's whatever.
This ain't enough. Make it enough.
Yeah.
All right, Polly, who you got? Who was your surprise for last week? Week 1 of the NFL season.
Pittsburgh Steelers defense really stood out to me. Due to the fact they stopped to what is expected to be like one of the top offenses in the league.
Yep.
And the key additions like Melvin Ingram and Joe Schobert to that defense really showed against that. And then second year jumps by Minka and Devin Bush.
Yeah.
Really showed out. But offensively, they still look shaky. I can't really hold you on that.
Yeah.
But weeks will transpire to see that, though.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, it's weird looking at it because I think everybody was so focused on them losing Bud Dupree in the offseason. Like, man, y'all lost one of the top linebackers in the league. Yeah, Devin Bush, Minka Fitzpatrick, and all that whole defense is looking pretty well rounded, and they saved some money too. So,
yep.
I think Melvin Ingram pickup was solid, super solid. Great compliment to TJ.
So I think so. For me, my surprise last week was the Arizona Cardinals defense. We talked a whole lot about JJ Watt. Like, we was like, what is he doing? You going to the Arizona Cardinals? Like, and I mean, this may not have been a collective we, but I was for sure scratching my head. I'm like, the only other thing over there is Chandler Jones. I mean, you got Buda Baker in the back, but aside from that, you ain't got no big names, right? But seeing that defense, man, JJ Watt fits in so good over there. He ain't gotta be that dude. He goes in there, plays his role, does what he's good at. The Texans kind of went south the last couple of years with JJ, trying to make him read those edges. He ain't that dude. He ain't his brother. But the Arizona Cardinals
might not even get all the double teams now.
Yeah, like looking at that, he saw something we did not. So it was nice seeing that defense, but I think to Vita's point, they're just going to continue to have a great start and then slowly tumble off. That's a tough division over there, tough conference they're in. But Sefa, man, who's your surprise for last week?
Jalen Hurts.
Oh boy,
The man looked
True,
good. He looked
true.
comfortable. He was efficient. It's either he played a terrible Atlanta team, or they were just that good of an offense. The that double tight end formations that they came out with Goddard, that was crazy. Like, it looks really good. That O line looks healthy, so they could be a sleeper to win a division. So we'll see his progress moving forward. But Eagles offense surprised me more,
especially with that injury to DeMarcus Lawrence over there in Dallas. I seen Vito post that. That's huge. That's huge.
It's a big loss to their defense. That's their best pass rusher. They're not going to be able to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah.
It was nice to see the Eagles be able to get pressure with only 4 people too. I think that was something actually across the league almost, aside from maybe 1 or 2 teams, seeing how good pass rushers are now. I don't think I've seen a lot of blitzes this weekend.
The Saints did. They just ran their 3 on 3 and 4.
Yeah. We'll see what that looks like going into week 2. Well, let's hop into some winners and losers this week. We're gonna have Paula kick us off, man. Who are your winners and losers this week? Either teams, players,
winners,
sides of the ball, whoever we're looking at.
My winners are the second-year quarterbacks from the Bengals, Dolphins, Eagles. Getting that first win gives them a lot of confidence for the rest of the year.
Chargers.
I think they're gonna. Oh yeah, Chargers. Well, he had a good year last year though.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's just building off of that. But yeah, just having that confidence to win, it's gonna boost their confidence, man. Losers, Titans. We all know they have offense. We all knew their defense was trash, but now we know it's really trash. Who is it? The NFC North Division is also losers. They all lost. Only division in the whole league that lost. All teams lost. They didn't look like they wanted to play anytime.
That's tough.
They look horrible. It's going to translate for the rest of the year. We probably are going to be the worst division in the league, besides the AFC South with the Texans in them.
Yeah,
easy path to a wild card though.
Yeah, and then my last one is the Giants. They still sticking with Daniel Jones at quarterback, which is like a sign of like denial of him being a bust and stuff. I feel like they should go after like Deshaun Watson once he become available. Go all out for him. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got.
Oh, winners and losers. Hook us up, Vita. Who are your winners and losers of week 1?
Winners is the Texans. You know what I'm saying? Winners is the Texans. I actually had to like going back through because there's just so much football going on. I had to really like kind of look at their roster. It's vets on that team, and that's having vets on your team is how you are suck proof. It's how you're suck. Like if you, that's why I say draft potential, sign guarantee somebody who you know could do something. Tyrod Taylor, Phillip Lindsay, like they traded for Roby. Like they ain't got to be great guys, but you just got good guys who you know could fill a hole and just do a cool enough job. So like the Texans, y'all get the dub. The rest of your division gets an L. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the case in Washington. I think Washington takes the L because and as much as we could say, you know, Riverboat Ron and how he could put a defense together, he's in the same situation where he's dealing with another quarterback issue, which is one of his tendencies that he deals with, is having to deal with quarterbacks. And you pretty much got a great defense. Herbert tore you up like, 13, almost 14 out of 17 times on third down. And you're supposed to be in a division where you almost seem like you're supposed to walk to, you know, a division title and, you know, kind of compete with Dallas. And all you had to do was go invest in a quarterback. And we all was like, we knew Fitzpatrick was a Band-Aid, but now look what happens. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm them, I think I have enough to make an aggressive package for Watson at this point. If I want to. And I would tell them you could take any damn person you want, not named Chase Young, and all the picks you want. You just got to bring me Watson. And I would tell them to do that.
What do you think the chances are of them reaching for Cam Newton?
None.
Girl.
I want y'all like remember something very clear. Cam hit the market when Ron went to Washington, and this nigga Ron signed Kyle Allen, the backup, instead of going to get Cam. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he'd rather take Kyle Allen instead of bring Cam back. Like, is that like he's not going to Washington? Cam, like, I'm pretty stood that Cam's done. I don't think nobody's just gonna give him a job.
Mm-hmm.
And last interview heard that.
I think his best chance is next year.
Yeah, next year is his window because I don't think none of us are too confident in next year's quarterback class. So you know what I'm saying? Just hope a quarterback bums out and they're like, all right, come in. But I don't think nobody wants to bring him in now, especially the whole vaccination stuff. He just not playing. It's no use to bring him in.
It's a little too late
Damn.
just for the playbook for the team from the mesh and the offense.
He might be
You know what it is.
done because I mean, even looking at next year's quarterbacks, I don't think anyone's in a position to have to draft a quarterback. There's a quarterback sitting behind everybody right now. Jacob Eason over there on the Colts behind Carson Wentz. You got Jordan Love behind Aaron Rodgers. You got Trey Lance. There's quarterbacks that are just either waiting or have been thrusted into a position like Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Sheesh, who are your losers?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, for me? All right, I said all the everybody in the AFC South outside of were like I said, yeah. The whole AFC South take a L. Jacksonville, hold your L. Y'all know how I feel about Urban Meyer. Hold your L. Colts, hold your L. And I think I knew Seattle was going to win. I felt like they was going to win. They were supposed to win. But I think also all of us maybe held Indianapolis to a higher standard than what they really are because they played better than we all expected. And usually we're all like, okay, young team gets better. You can only go up from here, right? But I think the team was just a product of everybody playing their best football at the right time, and it still wasn't enough. And then I remember hearing, PFF, they mentioned it was like all of their best players are at positions that aren't important. You know what I'm saying? There's no quarterback, no cornerback, there's no receiver. So it's just like it's almost insignificant. So the whole AFC South beside the Texans can take a loss because again, you're one of those divisions where you should win. You know what I'm saying? Like makes a step up, you should win. And none of them are. It's week 1, but I think you will want to start off better than that.
All right, man. That's winners and losers for Vita. Deuce, who you got? Who you got winners and losers?
I say my winners probably the defensive line for all the teams because, or at least most of the winning teams because like you guys were saying, like across the board, like them boys is getting after it. Like they really trying to get at the quarterback. I'll say that's probably my winners. I feel like it was really good defense this year. This first week there wasn't too many high scoring games, and from what I can remember, all the games were like there wasn't really any blowouts except for a couple.
Yeah.
And that's credit to the defense. Like Cass was getting off on third down, like they was getting off the field. Teams were going 3 and out consistently. So it was a pretty competitive first week. I think that's going to continue in the next few weeks, probably to like week 6, that defenses will be shutting folks down for the most part. And of course, you got your outliers that teams that just ball game gets away from them. My losers, I probably would say would be the Falcons. Yeah, because they're the only team in the NFC South that lost, right? Like
they might have a top 5 pick next year again.
So like from what they've gained and the trades they made this year, you hope like, oh, you gave up Julio and like you made all these moves and you expect more out of the people who are supposed to rise up because now the big name's gone, right?
Yeah.
And for them to lay that goose egg like they did, like
I love
and not nothing against Eagles.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, definitely, but nothing against the Eagles. It's just like, yo, like no one expected the Eagles to be able to put up numbers like that.
Oh
and
yeah,
you guys
absolutely.
allowed them to to just walk all over y'all.
They made our corners look great, and that's historically our worst position.
Right, like
Atlanta's has like full backlash on Kyle Pitts now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they
like,
look so dumb.
wild.
Atlanta, like the city's so mad now. It's like we really took a tight end number 4. Like they're bad.
They drafted Kyle Pitts, and then they only targeted him 5 times.
Yeah,
I even drafted him in the 3rd round of my money league. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
like wild. Yeah, the Falcons, and that's like the only L. Like, there's of course some other notable ones, but that one specifically, like that's child.
Ooh,
Which Atlanta
Falcons are the losers. Ooh, I'm gonna shoot it over to Sefa, man. Talk to me, dog. I know you watched the Seattle Seahawks. Sefa's usually pretty timid about, making sure he has realistic expectations. I think he also maybe keeps it a step down from real expectations. But what are some of your wins and losses watching the Seattle Seahawks game, man? I know there was a lot of question around Russell Wilson staying or leaving, demanding a trade. What does that O-line look like? What are some of your takeaways from that game?
Russell Wilson I feel like as Russell Wilson was going to look, the defense was surprising. The D-line was surprising.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that really was it. The defense was surprising.
I was a little disappointed in DK Metcalf, man. There's something about his body language that just didn't seem like he was all there game 1.
Well, I tell everybody DK Metcalf isn't the number 1 receiver on our team.
Facts.
He's number 2. Tyler Lockett will always be Russ's number 1. We'll see how that works out with who we just drafted. But winners on offense and on defense. Winners and losers for this week is the same 2 teams. Packers, you are winners and losers. Browns, you're winners and losers.
Facts.
All right? The Packers, you're winners. Well, you're losers because you got blown out. And you're winners because you're going to win an easy division. So it doesn't matter how bad you got blown out. It doesn't matter how many of the games you win. You're winning and losing this season. It's fine. The Browns, winners and losers. You lost to the Chiefs. All right, cool. You winners because it's a good measuring stick moving forward. You're a Baker Mayfield drive away from winning the game. Not because of that punt. I don't think that punt had any difference. Regardless, Casey is going to score.
Facts.
People say, oh, if you didn't muff the punt, all right, you punt the ball 75 yards away, Patrick Mahomes can still drive that field. It's going to come down to them in the playoffs if Baker Mayfield can make that game-winning drive. You lost the game, but you're winners because you know you're one. It's all up to Baker taking that next step.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Baker.
And Soy, that's where I draw the line with Baker. That's my line.
I seen. As I was watching the game, I was like, "All right, Peter, I know I'm gonna hear from you come Wednesday.
No,
I know I'm gonna hear it."
That's the exact line I'm talking about. Your last 2 games is against KC. 2 games in a row. You have the drive. You even got blessed with Chad Henne the first time. You know what I'm saying?
In a playoff.
Yeah, and Colin Hurst said it this morning. He said every quarterback is really tested when you have to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? It was like Lamar, he makes up with it because he can scramble for 25 yards. You know what I'm saying? They was like, when you have to throw, Baker's a bottom 15 quarterback because he can't do it, but he could do everything else. You know what I'm saying? So that's my line with Baker. That's my line with Baker.
I ain't even gonna argue the point no more because I was looking at it like, all right, man, he's gonna hone in on Njoku. Njoku's been beating his man every play. He ain't looked for him one time in the 4th quarter. He's out there force feeding.
Took them very seriously. If Baker would have drove down and scored a game-winning TD, I would have like, okay, Baker's serious this year.
Yeah, that would be like, all right, cool. Like, but that's my line with Baker. I'm just like
too busy making commercials.
Yeah.
my winners for this week, man. I got to look at. I'm gonna be super biased. I'm gonna look at the Philadelphia Eagles, man. And it's not Jalen Hurts. It's not Jalen Reagor. It's not Devontae Smith. It's Jordan Mailata.
Oof.
I was talking so much smoke when we paid that man last week.
Big money.
I was on his head. I was like, we just paid a rugby player who ain't played any significant snaps in 3 years. What? What? This man showed out. The Atlanta Falcons are the Atlanta Falcons. I don't care. They suck. They are what they are. But that D line got some dogs over there, especially at the end.
Yeah.
And Jordan Mailata held his own throughout the whole game. This man looked nimble. He looked light on his feet. That whole old line is looking healthy. So my little Lane Johnson, Kelsey obviously is continuing to be healthy. So for me, the winner.
Oh, if they stay healthy, oh man.
The winner is definitely Jordan Mailata because Jason Peters, the last 3-4 years, we were 3-4 years overdue with letting him go. Same thing with having Alshon Jeffrey on the books. Why we ain't let him go yet? Right? Like we got a young core. Let that man go. I think the oldest player from that Super Bowl team right now that we should continue to invest in is Zach Ertz. Obviously, Goddard's there. But I don't put too much stock in that game against the Falcons. Had we barely won the game, I'd have been mad, right? It's one of those situations where you play who they put in front of you. That's who put in front of us. We won the game.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. The other winners for me, I think, is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their defense, similar to what Bala said, as a surprise. I don't know what it is over there in Pittsburgh. I don't know what they feeding them. Their defense is every single year their defense steps up, no matter who's out there. The year Ryan Shazier went down, everybody thought, well, there goes the captain of their defense. They continue to step up. The losers, for me, is Lamar Jackson. I'm going to let that sit real quick. Lamar Jackson. He ain't going to get no better. He ain't getting any better this year. It's not going to happen. Yes, there's injuries. Yes, he's going to be on the field a lot behind in games. But what he showed me against the Las Vegas Raiders was that I'm going to make one read and then run. If that one read ain't there, I'm gone. So I said this in the chat. There's 7 key plays that he missed that lost him that game. 3 of them was to Hayden Hurst, his best, or Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews. 3 of them were to Mark Andrews, his go-to tight end. Last year, he got that man paid by throwing to him. The year before that, he was a staple in his MVP season. Right? 3 key plays, Mark Andrews was wide open. He dumped it off one of them out to his running back on the sideline. Missed throw. The other 2, he scrambled. Got 2 yards as opposed to the 7 to 10 that he could have got. So I'm looking at Lamar Jackson as the big loser this week. And I think that's just going to continue to be, that's just going to continue to be what it is moving forward. The Steelers defense showed us they some dogs. The Bengals showed us they some dogs.
Let me ask you a question to Lamar.
Yeah.
If this is Lamar's absolute ceiling to you, is he top 5 to 7 quarterback still?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
But he'll never get a ring.
That man got those things that you just cannot teach.
He has this prime in the wrong time.
Again, even it's never no better than this. You still consider him top 5, 7 quarterback in the league.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
And that's all physical. It's he's got the intangibles that you can't teach. Thank you. Like when Cam Newton had his breakout rookie season, he had the intangibles you could not teach. He could throw the hell out of the ball. He threw 4,000. I think he was the first rookie to throw 4,000 plus yards as a quarterback. No, but when you got 6'5", 250 solid running at you, you ain't gonna tackle him. And Lamar Jackson is just that dude. Like, you saw how easy it was for him to just shift through in and out of the defense, man. The other loser for me is the Bills. Loser for me is the Bills. They might as well just cut their running backs.
Didn't want to run the ball. Forgot they had a running
Give my
game.
boy Vito
Sign
a
me for
contract.
50K. Sign me.
Forgot they
I'll
forgot
pay
they had a running back.
Man,
Send my boy
You
Vito.
let Josh Allen throw that many times?
I understand you got Diggs out there. I understand you got a talented wide receiver core, but you're running. Singletary's a dog. Give that man the
You got
ball.
one of the best running games and O lines, bro. That
Give.
makes no sense.
They are some losers. Game planning, losers. The other loser for me are the San Francisco 49ers. They just lost Raheem Mostert for the whole season. You got two rookie running backs and one sophomore running back. Cool. Problems on the offensive side are obviously going to start with Jimmy Garoppolo and just tear down. The defense look like garbage. Fred Warner should not have to lead. Obviously, he's going to. He's going to lead your team in tackles. But for the fact that they were insignificant tackles, your defense looks whack.
Yeah, don't compare them. Never mind.
They look whack. Don't compare them to Seattle Seahawks defense. I know what you was gonna say. I got you. Yeah, their defense. That's the other loser to me. They look like doo doo. So we know the winners. We know the losers. We know the outlook of week one. What do we know now? What do y'all know now? Looking at the outlook of week one, going into week two, if you can make some way too early predictions or maybe even some adjustments. Put your GM shoes on. What team do y'all want to jump into and make some adjustments as far as what we know now? Deuce, man, you always got some bold claims. I got to hear you first. With what you know now, what do you got to see going into week two?
I'd say
Deuce. Wait. For us, it's rivalry week, y'all. Y'all
They got them Saints.
y'all saying? So it's a little bit of pressure over here for both of us. I want to say that real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
Winston coming off a 5 touchdown week?
A 5-touchdown week.
Under 200 yards?
Yeah.
Who does that?
That's the crazy.
He didn't get the last
Bro.
55 till like the last quarter.
Yeah, take the last
No.
quarter. And still only
Crazy.
had like 20 more yards than Aaron Rodgers.
Sheesh.
I think I'm gonna need to see a lot more production out of the Bucks, like defense, because they let the Cowboys like hang with them, especially with that high powered offense. Like, you know that your team's gonna score. Like, the likelihood of Tom Brady getting 3 and out hella times throughout a game is very low, right? Like, he's gonna put points up. And I just think that it was crazy that the defense allowed so many times, like, they just couldn't get off the field, basically. I think that's crazy. That for me to feel more of a threat from them, I would need to see them tighten up a lot more and like really keep the teams they're playing points low. For my team, the Panthers, I definitely need to see more consistency out of DJ Moore. Like, he drops passes. He's too inconsistent. Like, he'll make the plays, but it's not consistent throughout the game. Like, he had like 2 drop passes in the middle of the field that if you would have caught, we would have kept the ball possession. But he dropped them and then we punted off. Thankfully, our defense was playing lights out and got the ball back. But it's just that for the Bills, run like run
the
like
ball,
that's
please.
ridiculous. Like, and then I guess over the whole NFL, like they get away from running the ball, which that's how you win, is by
Yeah.
establishing a run game. Like, you
Tire out
can't
that
just pass the
defense.
ball.
Punch them in the mouth
Like,
over and over.
the running game is a lost art. And like I've said it this year, I'll say it again this year. I said it 2 years ago. I said it last year. The best teams like the Chiefs and stuff like that, how you beat them is by running the ball consistently. Like that's how you win those games
That's true. Running the ball
because you're one eating
successfully.
up the clock. Yeah, like just um, yeah, all of the postseason games you see the Chiefs be down. The reason why they're down is usually because they're running the ball. Same thing with the Browns, right? Like even
Nick Chubb,
last weekend, Nick Chubb,
Kareem
Kareem Hunt
Hunt.
running the ball, and the Chiefs don't. They don't have like most teams aren't built for stopping the run anymore.
Unless you're the
They're
Ravens,
built for
unless you're the
stopping the
Ravens playing KC next year, then you need to throw the ball.
pass. Yeah, right. But even now, like if you look at all the defenses, they're a lot lighter, a lot more leaner for pass coverage and things like that. So like they're
Eek.
not built to stop the run as
Oh,
much as not saying they can't, but they need to work on that.
oh, wrapping it up with the Bills needing to run the ball. Vita, it's rivalry week, man. What do you got to see from whatever teams that stand out to you? What are some things you got to see going into week 2?
I'm watching the NFC West all year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for Seth for like the next 3-4 years because this could potentially be like the quarterbacks he has to look at. You know what I'm saying? So the NFC West is just NFC West, AFC North. My eyes is on them. Because again, and Tua says it all the time about the Bengals and Burrow, and they made a wake up last week. Again, I didn't, I don't know where to rank them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching them to see exactly how they measure up, especially when they go against their division opponent. I'm really, really intrigued now on how the Eagles, even though I picked the 49ers and that was completely out of safety, I'm really interested now to see how the Eagles match up with the 49ers. Like, I really want to see, because again, you go from the Falcons to the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? 2 different types of tests. I want to see what, like, this is a good test for me. So I could be able to, again, it's week 2, but I could be like, all right, how quick do you adjust? New coach, like, what type of philosophy you're going to come out with? Hurts, you know what I'm saying? Except for Sheridan, already more 300-yard games than, you know what I'm saying, Lamar. And so I was a Hurts hater, not a hater, but like I was like, man, I ain't like you at OU. Get out of Tua's way at Bama. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be borrowing a job. And like now I see his perseverance and everything for him to get to Philly. I want him to do everything in Philly. I hope Donovan McNabb did. You know what I'm saying? Because of, like, I want to see him win there.
I'm
So
actually a big Hurts fan. I
yeah,
like Hurts. That
yeah.
boy, even in
So
college, I liked Hurts. I feel
So
like he's
I'm
done
really
better.
excited to see how this week 2 goes
yeah,
with
I
him.
2-0, baby.
yeah, I didn't like Hurts in college at all. Like, and then again, got humbled. Kind of really looked at him, not my persona of what I thought a quarterback should be. Which we should all say, the minority Alabama quarterbacks are catching a backlash from what the white quarterbacks from Alabama failed to do. You know what I'm saying? They want to be all tight on Tua and on, Hurts when it was Greg Elroy and all the other dudes who came before who was trash. You know what I'm saying?
Who
AJ
who
McCarron.
ain't even in the
Yeah,
league no more.
AJ. It was all them white Bama quarterbacks that people need to think was messing up, not the minority ones. Give them a chance. Stop trying to rush them out. Though that's my biggest focus. The NFC West, the AFC North, and the Eagles test against the 49ers this week. That's what I want to see. That's where my attention away from my team will be, is on those.
Oh, obviously, Pollard, man. I know you got a lot to watch with the Green Bay Packers, man. But if that's who you're watching, what we watching, and then just outside of that, man, what you looking at?
Chiefs needs to stop playing from behind. Last 3 years they've been playing from behind, and it's worked because they have Patrick Mahomes, of course, but
Yeah,
they ran into a Bucks team that never gave the lead back.
Never.
So
man.
I think
And just
eventually
ran
they're
that
gonna
rock.
run into that team this year that is never gonna give them the lead. So I think they need to play ahead, score fast. Defensively, they need to get better. My other take is the Rams are a top team in the league. No doubt about it.
Top 5.
No, they're the top of the league right now.
Ooh.
They're the top of the
Hey,
league
you know
right
what
now.
he said
And we-
top team in the league.
My homie said it to me. My homie
I
said
like
it to me
that.
last year. When you're the Chiefs, everybody's gonna give you their best game because they're sick of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're sick of you. So I am excited to see how the Ravens, even though I don't think they're gonna win. I think the Ravens need to beat the Chiefs more than the Browns needed to beat the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Rams, top team in the league. Jalen Ramsey is a top defensive player in the league. The way they're playing him around the field,
They
boy's
Charles
Yes.
Woodson him. They Charles
Yeah,
Woodson.
they did.
They
They
moved
sure
him
did.
around. That was
they
crazy.
put him everywhere.
I was so hyped for that.
They're giving that
Yes.
man. They were using him.
They
Last
got
Yes.
a
They
Jaguars
need to.
Ramsey jersey in NFL shop. I'm gonna go grab it.
Mm-hmm. That boy. The way they're using Jalen Ramsey now, they're gonna be unstoppable.
Stop.
Yeah, and then all of NFC West teams, they're gonna make the playoffs. That's it.
That's tough. Cool. Except for man. Except for dog. Who y'all got week 2? Seattle? Seattle got who y'all got? Tennessee. The Titans. Titans. What you looking at, man? Who you gonna be watching this week?
Eagles Niners. That's honestly the game I'm more excited than that than any other game. I'm just really excited to see how Jalen Hurts takes this step. He looked really good week 1.
I totally agree.
Seeing Rodgers bounce back, get a dub. I'm gonna watch the Packers, see how they do. I think they win the game easily.
Who the Pack got, Polly?
The Lions Monday night.
I might have to go out on a limb and pick the Lions on that one.
Campbell's coaching them pretty nice over there.
I might have to go out on a limb and pick the Lions.
They're
on that one,
they're already down like 41 to what? 17. They had to.
Yeah, like
the 49ers gave
at
up
that
on that
point-
game. They're like, oh, it's over already.
and it took them getting that onside. I don't see them beating the Packers. That's easy.
Cool. Man, I think for me, obviously Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna be watching that my Eagles team for sure. I think one team I'm gonna be watching real closely this weekend is Buffalo. And see how they respond to that week 1. What adjustments they make. We'll get into another question I have after this that is going to heavily involve the Buffalo Bills for me personally. I'm probably gonna be watching the Tampa Bay Bucks, man, because something don't seem right with them. I don't know what it is. It might be the case of last year's slow start. It might be the case of the Super Bowl blues. Something don't seem right for me. Looking at the Tampa Bay Bucks, and then I'm also gonna be watching the Arizona Cardinals. Man, I want to see what they do this week. You know, Vita said it with them having a quick start every year and having a strong start, but then kind of tapering off towards the end. I want to see what they do this week and see how they incorporate, you know, Chase Edmonds. James Conner looked like a whole different player over there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, slimmed up and he's actually shifty now. Like,
For reals.
Wallace said it in the chat. You like, bro, is that James Conner? Because it don't look like James Conner.
Yeah.
He was running
That
like
boy lost some weight.
he was running like a poly running back over there in Pittsburgh. Now he over there running like a running back.
Mm-hmm.
But that brings me to the next question, man. What are your bold Super Bowl predictions after week 1?
Week 1.
We know everything that we know now. Week 1. You see everybody. You're able to make some sort of bold trajectory statements. And obviously no one prepared for this question. But what are your bold predictions for the Super Bowl now?
Rams, Chargers.
Chiefs get back easily.
If I want to say bold, it's Rams, Chargers.
Ooh, LA. Ooh.
If I
That
want
was
to
my
go,
non-bias. That was my non-bias when we did like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
That
you
was my non-bias
you said it was going to be
Rams,
an LA
Chargers.
Super Bowl in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Rams,
my bold-
Chargers.
Rams, Chargers.
My bold one would be the Panthers Chargers.
Panthers, Chargers. I would agree with you, my guy. Smart man.
Surprise.
Send me your notes, please.
Send me your notes. What's your bold prediction, Sefa? After what you've seen week 1, what's your bold prediction for the Super Bowl? And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this every week.
The LA teams, Rams, Chargers.
Damn, we going with the Rams, Chargers too. Sheesh. Okay, ain't even mad at it. What about you, Polly?
But the Rams don't win the division.
A rematch of Super Bowl from 2 years ago, Chiefs, 49ers.
Ew, really? That is bold.
How?
Damn.
We can say that about the Panthers. How?
That's my favorite team.
My bold Super Bowl prediction. Damn. I'm probably gonna go along with that LA train, man. It's hard to deny them. Those are the two. To me, those were the two best teams on both sides of the ball last week. The Rams and the Chargers. The Chargers definitely look like they got some life in them, getting Derwin James back. Austin Eckler is still kind of hurt, and he was still balling.
Yeah, that was my question last week too, was seeing how he bounced back from his injury.
His injury.
And you got to also take in consideration both of the teams they faced had sorry offenses.
Yeah.
Offensive game plans and stuff. So I think that takes into consideration, and then we'll just see next week. They face the Cowboys, the Chargers do, and that's a way better offense than the football team.
Which ain't saying much.
they're gonna utilize Ezekiel Elliott more in that game. So,
and what's crazy to me too is that Keenan Allen had a quiet 100-yard game.
All his games are quiet.
That's true. He's just having a quietly Hall of Fame career almost. Mike Williams. Mike Williams was huge over there in San Diego or LA. My bad, LA. And then old man Jared Cook, Jared Cook gonna continue to catch five receptions, 50, 60 yards every game, and nobody's gonna talk about it. But all right, man, let's review. Bali, you got the sheet with everybody's picks. I'm gonna read through the list. Actually, you ain't gotta pull it up. I'm gonna just read through the list. We're gonna have everybody make their picks here live. I know y'all probably already made your picks and send them in to Polly. I'm gonna read each matchup. Make your pick. Tell me who the player of the game gonna be.
Yeah, they no one sent me anything, so it's all gonna be.
Oh damn! Well, after y'all make your pick, send it over to Polly. All right, first game. What is it? Tomorrow, Thursday game. Washington football team against the New York Giants. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna be the player of the game?
Washington.
Giants. Even though I bashed them, the Giants. Saquon is going to be the player of the game in this one.
You got Washington.
Washington. Scary Terry goes
even
over
though
100.
I bashed them, but I got the Giants just because.
The Giants?
Just because.
Cepha said Washington with Scary Terry. Vita, who's your player of the game?
I think Heineke's going to have a good game. I don't think it's going to be outstanding, but I think it's just going to be good enough. He's going to find 3 sneaky touchdowns.
Tough. What about you, Deuce? Washington football team, New York Giants.
Washington football team.
Who's your player of the game?
The Water Boys.
Stupid.
And them niggas hydrated.
While we wait, hydrate.
Y'all heard about the sewer system busting in the stadium at Washington?
Yeah, I saw that all over TikTok. That book looks so gross.
Ew.
And it was like it was like on the middle level, so it like dripped down all the way to the bottom.
Get me straight to the hey. I want season tickets for the rest of my life. Forget it with that.
Facts, bless you. I'd have been so upset, bro. I'm gonna go with the Washington football team. Oh, go ahead. Who's your MVP?
I was gonna say Jason Hall probably. think he'll go for a cool little 4 sacks.
Damn. He said 4
I think he's
sacks.
gonna get a
You said cool little 4 sacks.
cool little 4 sacks.
Cool little force. I'm gonna go with the Washington football team, and the player of the game is gonna be Montez Sweat. I think he comes away on the other side of Chase Young. They put too much focus on Chase Young, and Montez Sweat comes away with like 2.5 sacks, maybe a fumble, maybe a forced fumble. And I said 2.5 sacks. You know what I'm saying 2.5 with a forced fumble. Montez Sweat.
This is why I'm currently last. I picked the Giants.
That is why you are going to be spinning the wheel of consequences in February. All right, San Francisco,
You gotta
Philly.
take risk out here, man.
San Francisco, Philly. I'm picking Philly, and the player of the game is going to be Fletcher Cox.
I took Philly this time.
Yeah.
That's it. 49ers. I took 49ers, my bad. I took 49ers. I think I want to see how Hurts maneuvers Fred Warner.
Fred Warner's overrated. At least week 2. Week 2, he's overrated. Every other week, he's the best linebacker on the field. Who you got, Sefa? Philly, San Francisco. Who's your MVP?
Philly. Dallas Goedert is going to be the MVP of the game.
Yes, sir. Who you got, Deuce? I mean, you got
The
Philly.
Niners. Nah, got Niners.
Okay, Panthers fans over here
And
sticking together, man.
I got Kittle.
Kittle don't have a quarterback to throw to him, so
That's fine. He's going up against.
you see our corners
the
looking
Eagles.
amazing against the Falcons. No need for a
Going up
rebuttal.
against the Eagles.
No need for a rebuttal.
Just leave it at that.
Hey, historically, we suck covering tight ends too, so he probably might have a big game. What about you, Paulie?
I got Niners and Kittle is my MVP of that game.
Again, while you're last in the picks, whatever. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably why I'm gonna take an L almost most weeks is because I don't care who the Eagles
Take
is
at least
playing.
one L.
I'm picking
Got
the
at least one
Eagles.
L.
I don't care who they playing. I'm picking the Eagles. Cincinnati, Chicago. That should be a good game, I think. I'm picking Cincinnati.
I got Cincy.
Cincy, what about everybody else? Who y'all got?
I got the Bears.
The what? Your division sucks though.
I got
the Bears.
I got the Bears.
What about you,
Khalil
Deuce?
Mack has a day.
Got the Bengals.
Bengals. Okay. What so Sefa say he going with Khalil Mack. Everyone else?
I think Joe.
What happened?
Who's the MVP?
Joe B.
I think
Joe B. The Tiger
David
King.
Montgomery.
I'm gonna give
Ooh,
Joey.
Montgomery. Joey B.
Joey B.
Montgomery.
The Tiger King.
I'm gonna go with Joey B too. Joey Bucket's got a lot of proof this year after getting hurt last year. He was on hell of a start last year too. I think he would have been in the Justin Herbert conversation last year if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Houston, Cleveland, with the Browns and the Texans.
I got the Browns.
Browns. We're pretty unanimous across the board here with the Browns. Somebody gonna be bold.
Browns. Chubb runs wild.
That's what I think.
I think it's gonna be
Both running backs get 100 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a tandem thing. Both running backs doing work.
Chubb and Kareem Hunt with 100 yards. Eat up. All right, cool. Later.
Maybe a cool 150.
Damn. 150.
Cool
Another morning game.
150.
Another morning game. We got the LA Rams over there against Indy. Sound like most of us put the Rams in the Super Bowl, so it sounds like they just gonna tear Carson Wentz apart.
I got Rams.
The Rams.
Colts O lines look shaky, man. Aaron Donald's gonna have a day. MVP for the Rams.
Aaron Donald.
Cup. We got Coop.
Ooh, Cooper Kupp. Okay, we're going to the
Kupp
offensive
is
side of the ball.
underrated, bro.
I got the other receiver, Robert Woods.
Robert Woods. Okay. What about you, Deuce?
Matt Stafford, bro.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
about to go
okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go-
I'm gonna go with Henderson. I think Henderson has a hell of a game this week. Sony Michelle's still learning the playbook. I think Henderson gonna run wild over there against Indy.
Solid.
Say defense looks sus against. All right, Buffalo, Miami.
Got Bills.
I got the Bills.
Bills with a blowout.
Bills bounce back.
Damn.
They win by 24.
24?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
3
Bills.
touchdowns and a
Josh Allen's
field
the
goal?
MVP. No doubt about it.
Josh Allen MVP.
I got Steph.
Tough.
Got Diggs MVP.
Yeah, I think it's a Buffalo blowout.
Damn. Do I want to go against the grain on this one? I sure don't. Everybody picking Buffalo. I'm gonna pick Buffalo too. The MVP of the game gonna be y'all because I was about to pick Miami. New England, New York Jets. It's gonna be a bad game. This game gonna suck.
I got the Jets.
I got the Pats.
I got the
Pats.
Jets.
Mac Jones.
Pax, Mac Jones. Deuce got the Patriots. Who's your MVP, Vita? Sound like Mac Jones?
No, not Mac. Just the whole defense.
Oh,
Bill Belichick don't lose the rookie QBs.
No, exactly.
So I'm just giving it to the defense.
sorry, Paul. I can't be bold with you this week, man. I'm going with the Pats too. That's way too bold. That's way too bold for me. Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Raiders coming in off of a win that I knew they was gonna come through with, and the Pittsburgh Steelers who have a yeah, you know what I'm saying, Deuce?
Damn, boy. Oh,
Yeah, that's why we yeah. We was the older was cheering. Pittsburgh.
But what would the world do if the Raiders was the win, boy?
Blazeburg's gonna win.
Raiders. I got the Raiders.
The
He got
Raiders.
the
They doubling back. They doubling back.
For betting on myself that I completely doubled down. That's tough. What about you, Sefa?
You got the Raiders again?
Yeah.
I got Pittsburgh.
MVP Darren Waller.
TJ Watt.
TJ
Darren
Watt.
Waller is that guy.
He is that guy. He is that guy.
MVP Darren Waller.
I ain't doubling down with the
Lincoln could lock
Raiders,
him up.
man. I'm going with the Steelers. I think their Steelers offense figures it out this week, and they finally move Juju Smith to the bench. Maybe that's too bold, but yeah, I got the Steelers. You the Oos, but man, get off of TikTok and go play football, dog. It's not shut up.
Steelers.
It's not shut up and dribble.
Najee Harris.
Ooh, Najee Harris. First 100-yard rushing game.
Baltimore ran it up on the Raiders, so it's not gonna be any different.
They sure did.
We'll see. Lamar ran it up on the Raiders.
Rivalry week. New Orleans Saints, Carolina Panthers. Who we taking?
No, we gotta go with
five touchdown Jamies. Or almost lost the game, Darnold.
I got Carolina.
Carolina.
Every time.
That was a sad pick.
Where's the game at? Where's the game at?
That's a very sad pick.
I feel that, Vita.
Where's the game at?
I know I'm never picking against them.
I feel that. I feel that.
Never.
Where's the game at? Because that
in
electronic
Carolina.
Panther running wild kind of makes a difference for me. That's pretty
Hey, that was
crazy
dope.
there.
I ain't gonna lie, that was
hella
dope.
tight.
That was dope.
Hey, when I seen that, I was like, "Oh, they walling right now. They got money this year."
It was better than the Raven that the Ravens did 2 years ago.
Yeah, that joint was whack.
But yeah, I got Carolina. DJ Moore going crazy this week.
Ooh, who you going with, Polly?
I got the Saints.
That's another L, big dog.
Hey, Polly, I'm gonna take that L with you, dog. I'm gonna take
taking the
that.
Saints. Alvin Kamara, Offensive Player of the Year. He don't go off.
Jameis Winston's gonna throw for 3 touchdowns and 350 plus yards.
Bro, he barely got 100.
Better running back is on which team? Oh,
The Panthers.
You said what?
the better running back is on which team?
The
No,
Panthers.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
On the Panthers. It's a good thing y'all got a balanced-ish offense this year, because last year I felt so bad for that man. I thought he was gonna get hurt.
He will.
Is it balanced?
He will, but it don't matter because he got paid. You know what I'm saying?
Is it really balanced?
Is it though?
Balanced enough.
I mean, 9 receptions and 20 plus carries. I mean, is it really balanced?
I want every catch and carry. You got paid. I want every catch and carry. You got paid.
That's true.
That's 100
true.
yards receiving, 100 yards rushing.
He said you better be overused.
One player.
I'd rather have 9 catches, 20 carries than what Ezekiel Elliott did. So I'll take it.
9 carries, 45 yards or something like that.
That's a better run defense.
No.
Yeah, you're right. Denver, Jacksonville.
Yeah, Denver.
Denver.
Yeah, Denver. I think Jacksonville loses damn near all their games this year.
They should.
Back to Jackson.
They should.
Yeah, hold them L's, Trevor. Never lost in your life.
Hey,
I hate when they do that, bro. I hate when they
Welcome
bring
to the
stuff
big
like
league.
Trevor Lawrence has never lost ever. High school, college, Pee Wee. Then he gets blown out his first game. Like, man, you better get used to holding them L's. You about to take 17 consecutive L's this year.
Yep.
Minnesota, Arizona.
Easy. Cards, easy.
Arizona.
Walking apart.
Arizona. Hop is probably
Hop about to go crazy.
I say Watt gets 3 sacks. He's played of the game.
Ooh, 3 sacks.
I got Kyler. I don't know if Kyler's gonna do another 5 TD game, but he'll give 3 total.
I think I'm gonna go Arizona and I'm gonna go with Chase Edmonds. I think he has a breakout game. Just cause Hop, Christian Kirk, and all them dudes out there, I think they're gonna sell on the pass and they're gonna end up getting tore up in the run game. What about you, Polly? Cards?
Cardinals, D-Hop. He's gonna shake up P2. he's gonna cook him.
Atlanta, Tampa Bay. Do we even need to go through this one?
No.
Yeah, I know we all
Atlanta.
got
Hey man, if Atlanta and Jacksonville play sometime this year, I don't know if they do off top. That's gonna be one of the worst games to ever watch.
Bored.
Jacksonville and Houston already topped that already. Worst game to watch.
Out 14.
Dallas against the LA Chargers.
I got Chargers.
I got the Cowboys in this one.
You gonna keep playing.
Cowboys until the injury. Then I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Herbert's gonna sit back there comfortable and dot up Chargers. Herbert.
Chargers Eckler. I'm
Cowboys
Elliott. Cowboys Elliott? You think he gonna run on that defense?
Mm-hmm.
They only gave him the ball 11 times last week, though.
There's a better chance this week against the Chargers than the Bucks.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, it doesn't.
Deuce?
Hey, Polly, is either a big winner this week or big loser?
Week 2, and he's already week 2. He's already committing to spinning that wheel. Tennessee, Seattle. That should be a good game.
Seattle.
Oh, I'm curious what Cepha gonna do.
So I just, this is badass me these pick'ems because I genuinely feel like we can win every week. Oh, I mean, as a fan, I feel like
as you should.
You should feel that way. Come on, Seattle blowout. Russ 4 TDs.
4 TDs. Tough. Okay.
Talk your stuff, Foos.
I'm gonna go Russ too. I'm gonna go Russ and
I
I'm gonna
mean,
go DK
as fans of y'all
Metcalf.
teams, do y'all not feel like y'all team can genuinely win each week?
You have to. You have to.
I think that's
You have
the
to feel that way.
only pick that we each get.
Yeah, we're all gonna continue to pick our own team. I ain't gonna pick any team against the Eagles, man.
Never.
All right, man. KC
We can
Baltimore.
I got KC.
I think we all going with
Pat
KC.
Mahomes about to go crazy. That boy about to dot him up for 6.
Pat Mahomes might just go crazy on them.
That boy Pat Mahomes might have 600.
Yeah, he about to dot him up for 6, yo.
If Derek Carr was out there dotting up like that, Pat Mahomes really might go for 6, bro.
He gonna dot him up for 6.
Going from Darren Waller to Travis Kelce and then Tyreek Hill and then
Oh my god.
Yo, they got their number 5 and 6 corners out there. They're about to get dotted up.
they're about to get smoked.
He said they gonna dot him up for 6. Hey,
The
just go ahead
MVP
and
is all of KC.
Hey, bro.
Andy Reid, you get the MVP this game.
The fans too. They get to watch that blowout. There's gonna be
Hey, MVP. I got KC with the MVP being Lamar Jackson because he gonna complete more passes to them than he will to his own receivers.
No,
he's gonna have more rushing yards than his running back.
Just think Mahomes throws 6 TDs and then Tua in the group chat just, man, this some bull, man.
He's gonna be so
I thought I
mad.
put the settings on rookie. I
The
thought I
night
put
game,
the settings on rookie.
be watching
The
it.
settings is on
Them
Play while it's on.
them
He's-
corners was getting toasted, bro. Like, come on. Pat Mahomes is about to go
It's
crazy.
Marlon Humphreys and bust. That's it.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
It's like they're gonna be like, hey, Marlon, just go play safety, man. Just cover the whole field. We don't need you at corner covering one person.
Mm-hmm.
Tough. Detroit, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
I got the Lions.
What?
Ooh, the Lions?
I can't hate it. I really like Dan Campbell as a head coach, but
Speak on it, Deuce.
And the only
Deuce is
reason
a
why I'm not. I don't think they bounce back from this week. I don't think they bounce back that quick. I think next week they'll be on. I don't think they're gonna be on this week. I think that they're gonna still probably start Aaron Rodgers and he's gonna sell again. That's why.
That's a question whether or not you start him?
Yeah.
Nah.
what?
I don't think that's a question.
I wouldn't start.
He just won the MVP last year.
It's one of them.
Just end the chat.
Bro,
Rodgers.
he didn't score. He didn't do anything last week.
All right, we got to take consideration. The Saints have a nice defense. All right, they're always gonna have a nice defense.
No. Aaron Rodgers does not.
He can't say that this week because they playing them this week.
Aaron
so he's
Rodgers
not gonna say that.
Does not get a touchdown.
So
that's not acceptable, bro. That he's coming off his MVP season. That's not acceptable. No.
I mean, they just paid the Saints corner the most any corner's ever been paid in the league. Marcus Lattimore.
I don't care. Bro.
I feel like if Garoppolo,
Because you're arguably.
This just sounds like a hater.
You're arguably be a Hall of Fame quarterback and you don't get a touchdown. You don't get one touchdown.
What was that, Vito?
Nah. I said I think he was out the back half of that game because he's not playing this week. At least that's what reports say.
Who? Aaron Rodgers?
No, Lattimore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
He had a brace on his hand, and I think they're just like, to hell with it. I think they just told him to sit. That's why they paid him.
I saw more cooking up.
I got Green Bay winning that. Aaron Rodgers throwing for 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, 400.
I got Rodgers throwing 6.
Selling.
I think like Green Bay's record in division is just like is too much to bet against. I'm not.
They don't lose in that division like that. I got A-Rod with 4 tubs.
Losing their division.
Yeah, he throwing at least 3, 400.
Oh, I'll say 3.
We can't forget that Deebo Samuel had 189 on them DBs. Like Deebo Samuel.
I'll tell y'all this much. I'm sick of Jeff Okuda. I'm like,
He's out for years.
Okuda's a
But-
butt.
I'm so
But-
sick, bro. I love Ohio State cornerbacks, and I don't like him. Like, he made me mad.
He just look lazy to me. Like, and I'm saying that as somebody who sit on my damn couch and sit in front of a computer all day. But like, when I watch him, he look like he don't want to be out there.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna cover you for about 5 yards, then I'm gonna look lost.
Yeah.
But all right, man, that was our picks for week 2. We gonna hand it off to a new segment of the week. I'm gonna have Vita break it down for y'all, and he's gonna take his first go at the podium.
All right. Podium. We get to take a couple minutes to state our case and our argument of something that we believe could possibly be true. So today, as I come to the podium, I'd like to first thank our non-sponsors, Dr. Pepper and Patrick Mahomes Hy-Vee cereal. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Money, please. Send us some money, please. All right. Good evening, gentlemen. How was the drive-in today? Great. Have you been working out? I've noticed. All right. Podium this week. I want to make the argument to you guys. I brought it up to you before. I want to bring it up again. And I didn't go as deep because I didn't feel like I needed to with this one. Trevor Lawrence being a top 5 quarterback, I don't even think in his career he'll be a top 5 quarterback in his own conference. I don't think Trevor Lawrence will be a top 5 quarterback in his own conference. Peep game.
Damn.
Number 1 quarterbacks taken. Just some notable names. Elway, Manning, big names when they came out. Everybody was like clear number 1. Elway, Manning, Carr, David Carr when the Texans came out, Carson Palmer, Matt Stafford, Sam Bradford, Winston, Goff, and a lot recently, Baker, Kyler, and Burrow. When you heard Trevor coming into the league, he was always referred to as the best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck, right?
Damn.
When Luck came in the league, he came in with something that Lawrence doesn't have. 3 Pro Bowlers. Reggie Wayne, Robert Mathis, Dwight Freeney. He walked into that on his team. Trevor has nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Damn.
Andrew Luck made the Pro Bowl his first 3 years. Continuous. Made the Pro Bowl his last year, retired. He threw for 23,000 yards, 171 TDs, and 83 interceptions. His career low was 9. Every other season, Luck still threw double-digit picks. Everybody says he's the best quarterback prospect since Andrew Luck. I don't even believe that's the trajectory of his career. I think the only thing that they have similar is the fact that they will be in a division where they could potentially be the best quarterback. But if Watson was in Houston, we wouldn't be having this conversation. So I tried to do Trevor Lawrence a favor. We're fast forwarding 2025. It's 2025, all right? We're 3 years out. Trevor's going into his 3rd year. Jacksonville's already ready to pick up his 5th-year option on his deal. So he's entering year 4. We can all agree that 5th-year option is going to get picked up no matter how buns he does between now and year 3. He's going to get a 5th-year option. 5 years guaranteed in Jacksonville. 3 years from now, just in his conference, and I'll go division by division. The South, he's still with the Jags. The other 3 teams, Houston, Titans, and Colts, possibly all have new quarterbacks. I don't believe the quarterback they'll have in 3 years is on the roster right now. Fair enough. Trevor, 3 years from now, you probably could be the best quarterback in your division. And that's only because we got Deshaun Watson case. The AFC West, Mahomes, Derek Carr, and Herbert. 3 years from now, should still all be with the Raiders. The Broncos, we don't know. Cool. That's 4 teams. The AFC East, I believe every quarterback in the AFC East will still be the quarterback for their team 3 years from now. Allen, Wilson, Jones, Tua. The AFC North, everybody but the Steelers should have the same quarterback in 3 years that they have right now. Burrow, Baker, Lamar. Just the AFC, Mahomes, Derek Carr, Justin Herbert, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Josh Allen, Tua, Joe Burrow, Baker, Lamar. 10 dudes this dude has to face in his conference just over the next 3 years. Just over the next 3 years. It's a little better if so I'll be fair and I'll bring up the NFC. I believe every team in the NFC South in the next 3 years is going to have a new quarterback that is currently on their roster. I believe the only team in the NFC North, with Chicago having Fields, currently has on their roster the quarterback that'll be there 3 years from now. Dak is locked in with Dallas, and I'm considering Jalen Hurts locked in with Philly. Giants in Washington will have a new quarterback 3 years from now. I believe the entire NFC West has the quarterback now on their roster, give or take Matt Stafford, that they're going to have 3 years from now. You're telling me Trevor Lawrence is going to be a top 5 QB when I don't think he's going to be top 5 in his conference? We put him on a career trajectory of Andrew Luck. I think he's more set up to be like Sam Bradford or Carson Palmer.
Josh Rosen.
Dang. Nah. Mark Sanchez.
Well, not as fast.
I'm only considering other number 1 pick quarterbacks. Carson Palmer, and I highlighted these ones. David Carr, Carson Palmer, Stafford, and Bradford. I think his career will look more like theirs than it will a Andrew Luck, a Baker Mayfield, a Kyler Murray, a Joe Burrow. I don't think his career can touch just the last guys he picked. Now let's look at the guys coming in. Flip my page. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
Spencer Rattler, Sam Howell, Keaton Slovis, Desmond Riddler, Bryce Young, and DJ will all be in the league in 2 years. It's very, very tough for me to sit here and argue that Trevor Lawrence would be a top 5 quarterback, and I don't think he can do it in his own conference. Because even if Trevor was in prime, he still has to run into Mahomes, Herbert, Carr, Mac, Zach, Allen, Tua, Joe, Baker, and Lamar before he gets to an AFC championship game.
Damn.
Jeez.
Thank you for giving me this time at the podium, Dr. Pepper and Mahomes cereal. The Cash App is TTE. Fellas, in my argument, I believe my man has 3 results. He has a Carson Palmer, Matt Stafford career. More so maybe Matt Stafford. Take your time in the Jags, and as soon as you can get out that rookie deal, get the hell to the NFC where you can get away from some of these big bodies, because in 3 years, the AFC is going to become the West. Trevor's going to be like Zion, a good dude on a team who is never going to get in. Get out of
Damn.
Ooh.
Damn.
Get out of the AFC.
Ah, dang.
Talking.
Take your extension. They're going to give you your 5th year option. After that, year 5, get the hell out the AFC. Go to anywhere in the NFC. Because, again, there's 9 teams I'm looking at in the NFC whose quarterbacks is not on their roster. But the AFC is set in stone for the next 3 years. And we know quarterbacks last a long time. He's going to be playing his prime in the middle of what these guys are doing in their prime. Baker's got a good coach now. Burrow's healthy and they're doing things around him. Lamar, even at Soy's ceiling, is still a top 5, top 7 quarterback. Tua still has the team together that Trevor clearly doesn't have. It's going to be tough for me to say that Trevor Lawrence is going to be a top 5 QB, and I don't think he can do it in his conference. That's my argument at the podium today. Am I tripping or am I on to something?
You're on to something, man.
Yeah, I ain't got no rebuttal, man. It don't help that Urban Meyer's his coach either.
And
Nope.
so let's say they give Urban 3 years to prove he's not that guy. He goes on today because they have rumors of he's gonna take the USC coaching job. He's like, no, I'm here. Cool. You get 3 years until they're finally like, nah, we need something else. Now you're restarting in Jacksonville with Trevor, but you still have all these other dudes around you.
Damn.
Because even if they do everything they possibly can in Jacksonville, one thing I can say about Houston is they always find a way every now and then to put a team together.
That's
Now,
true.
what they do with that team after, Indy always finds a way to put a team together. Tennessee always finds a way to put a team together. But again, Mahomes, Carr, Herbert, and TTE talks is super pro Herbert. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mahomes, Carr, and Herbert ain't going nowhere. Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Josh Allen ain't going nowhere. Tua, whatever he does, probably ain't going nowhere. And the NFC North ain't going nowhere. So it's tough for me to really look at this dude and to be like, you could break the mold, my guy. I just don't see it.
Damn, he gonna be at the bottom of the barrel type quarterback then.
3 years from now, we're going to be talking about him like most people talk about Derek Carr. But Derek Carr still puts up numbers and he still leads the league in like the last 6 years in like fourth quarter comebacks. But I don't see that for Jacksonville because I see everything he has to run against.
I look at Trevor Lawrence more like a Joe Flacco type than I do anywhere near an Andrew Luck type. Joe Flacco was fortunate enough to walk into that Ravens team that was the Ravens team who could have got to the Super Bowl with any quarterback, really.
Yep.
But damn, you take Joe Flacco and put him on the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Change his name to Trevor.
Again, let's say the Elway move happens. Rodgers is out of Green Bay next year, whatever. He's probably going to go to the AFC away from the conference. He goes to Denver. If he goes to Denver, Rodgers will kick it there a year, 2, possibly 3. You add in another face over there. We don't know where Watson's going, but Miami was rumored for Watson heavily. They was on the phones right before week 1. And again, Watson is a question mark on here. Like, I don't even have him on a team, but he's still a question mark. Because again, if he's with Houston, you're just not going to get past him.
Damn. Trevor Lawrence just came into the league at a really, really bad time.
Really
Jason Tatum. It's almost like Jason Tatum. Right player, wrong time. Jason Tatum to me, top to bottom, is better than Luka. Right player, wrong time. You're stuck between the LeBron transition area till the next one, and we just don't know. Right player, wrong time. And we all know it's just as important as where you go to. And I'm not the type to dog out the Jags, but when I look at the trajectory of the people around them, I'm like, they're intentional with making sure that their guys get somewhere. I don't know about Trevor.
Like, your best receiver is Marvin Jones and Laviska Shenault Jr., who's going into his second year.
PFF put out a grade early, like they did one right after they got drafted, and they was like, the secret behind Trevor Lawrence is that, like, and my homie was screaming it, like 60% of his passes were screens behind the line of scrimmage.
Damn.
And then people just clearly forget Justin Fields killed him in the playoff game. Like, Justin killed him, outright killed him, just outright played better than him. And we just shrugged our shoulder, like most people just shrugged their shoulders off on that. And Fields threw 5 TDs and was like throwing dots, bro. And Lawrence couldn't do nothing. I think Trevor mentally is and not loved Luck. I think he's mentally weaker than Luck, and I think he'll be one of the people who pull out. I think he'll dip.
Oh, damn.
I mean, he's be cool if he didn't have football. He made that statement before he got drafted.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, football isn't my identity."
He need to go play baseball.
Yeah, I don't think. Sitting back looking now, and as good as I could be like, you know what, this dude is good and he's great, and I see why people talk about it. I don't think he's set up to be a top 5 dude.
Damn, wrong era. Right player, wrong era. Sheesh.
Yep. It's a fact.
You're not tripping. You're not tripping.
Not at all.
They're not.
I didn't even think of that either.
Jason Tatum is better than Luka, he said.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Every aspect of the game to me, I think Jason Tatum is that dude.
Luka's
I just-
overrated.
I agree.
Luka gets the sign off because the league needs somebody else after Bron.
Yeah, I just think I think it's a Boston thing, and I think what they run into, and I think Boston again should have never made the Kyrie move. I think they've been chasing from that point, and I think Boston forgot the way they got to where they was drafting good, developing good, and coaching good. And I think that's what happened there. I think they tried to take some quick ways out too, and they shouldn't have did it. So, yeah,
Nah, you are definitely not tripping on your time at the podium.
The jury finds Trevor Lawrence
Guilty.
guilty
On all charges.
Guilty on all charges.
On all charges.
Your sentence is life in Jacksonville with no ability of trade, retirement, or release.
Trevor running.
Yeah, I think.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too bad.
Well, that's too damn bad. What was you gonna say, Paula?
I think his career is going to pan out like Mark Sanchez's career. He's going to have 1 or 2 good seasons, and then he's going to just fall off after that.
Damn.
You think it's about fumble?
He's in Jacksonville. It can happen.
That's facts. Hey, so that brings up the question for y'all. Where do y'all put Zach Wilson on this list? Because he's in an equally bad situation with maybe a better franchise.
I think Zach is set up better, even though I think his road is tougher because he has to play the division he plays. But I think he's set up better because I actually like his coach. I like the direction that New York has moved. They brought Corey Davis. Mekhi Beckham is a really good tackle. He's a really, really good tackle. Like, he really is. They're just young. But the thing that they did, too, they accepted that they're young. They didn't accept they were trying to win now. Jacksonville went and spent some money that they shouldn't have spent, trying to slowly speed up the process. And that's how you mess yourself up. The Jets said, nah, we don't expect nothing this year. We're like, they have the 6-7 guys that they're like, you guys are key guys. We're going to draft good. We're going to work through here. And some of you other vets, and they had 3 linemen missing against us. And I think Carl Lawson was one of them. It was some guys who were like, you know what, I'm trying to earn a check, and I could have did it here. And they could have. So the Jets, for once to me, and people forget too, Mark Sanchez's rookie year and first year, they were AFC championship teams. You know what I'm saying? They messed up by trying to make him pass more instead of do the play action runs like they was doing that got them there. They moved out of his limitations. I think the Jets is set up to do something. I think the Dolphins is set up to do something with Tua, and I think Mac is. That's why I don't think nobody in that division is going to move nowhere. I think they're fine where they're at.
I hate to say it, man, but I don't believe in Tua. I think him going to Alabama was a detriment to his development. For the fact that Nick Saban used Tua's a very scripted quarterback. All right, and I said this before. The first quarter of the first week, he went 7 for 7, 9 of 9 or something like that. Those are all scripted throws, right? These are perfectly planned, game plan throws in week 1. Week 2 comes around when you got to go and make a play, make a read. I almost want to put him in that Lamar Jackson area, man. He's going to get his first read, go to his second, and it. Only difference is he ain't got the ability to run.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Please prove me wrong, Tua. Please prove me wrong.
Hip.
Don't prove me wrong. Just play good, please.
In other news, Justin Fields next year could be the best quarterback in his division.
Over Jordan Love?
Huh?
Over Jordan Love?
I would, as of right now, I would take him, but I'm high on Fields. I was never high on Love. I never cared for him.
Not with the Vikings there.
He better than Kirk Cousins. Minnesota would have been got rid of Kirk if it wasn't for his contract.
Next year. Rodgers gonna pull a Favre. He's gonna be in a Vikings jersey next year.
Oh hell no!
You think so?
Yeah.
I think the only reason he doesn't do that is because Favre did it.
No, not because Favre did it. I just think he's gonna do that. He's gonna stay in that division.
Just to continue to play the Packers twice a year?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be on the line.
That's tough.
Only difference is he's gonna lose.
That's crazy.
Brett Favre actually won with the Vikings.
That's tough.
And, you know.
I'm interested to see who else has something for the podium the next time someone's compelled to do it.
Somebody go basketball take me.
Because I'm not going to lie. I was going to continue to press on this Derrick Rose situation.
Hey, step up to the podium next week.
I'm
We can
so
talk about it.
Next week.
We can talk about it.
So pressed.
Whoever
So
goes
he's gonna be on the podium next week, guys.
This man Vita came talking.
I am
Trevor's guilty.
I am so pressed that so many people put Derrick Rose on this pedestal and hate it.
Save it for the podium, Moose. Save it for the podium.
So he's gonna be on the podium next week.
Come with the fact sheet. The car facts.
I'm so
Because
pressed
we found
on Derrick
Trevor
Rose,
guilty
man.
today.
Come with the notebook.
I'm going. We go NBA talk next week, okay?
You better do your numbers on D Rose.
I'm gonna be here.
Bring that.
I'm gonna bring everything that shows
Boys,
Derrick.
you going to the podium next week?
Break that down.
I am taking it
So he's
next
doing
week,
the podium next
and
week.
y'all know.
You taking the podium?
And y'all know
So
the
he's taking the
subject.
podium.
Y'all know the
Oh
subject.
man.
You can do your research as I do mine. I'm telling you.
Hey,
You better come with it.
I'm not gonna tell y'all my very first one that made me do this, but as I was studying, I was like, I'm really forcing this one. I was really trying to convince myself. I was like, but then I turned back on the tape. I was like, hold up, these men are beyond numbers. I was like, just let me rewatch some of the game film, and then I'm rewatching, and I'm like, I just don't feel right trying to push this.
I'm coming next week. Y'all know the topic.
He's pulling up to the podium.
Y'all know the topic. It's not even gonna be a secret.
Not a secret.
And I'm gonna go beyond just the one great year. He wasn't even.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it.
He wasn't even the third best player that year.
Let's go.
Save it for the podium.
Hey, you better come with it. It's gonna be a good one.
That
podium's gonna go crazy.
On the podium. Go to the podium.
Next week might be a whole episode of Debateables, man. You never know.
We
might
taking turns on the podium. What are we doing?
We might have to break that out next week, man. But I'm on the podium next week, man. I'm taking it, damn it. All right, man. That's gonna end our football talk for the week, man. Let's talk about gaming. Let's talk about NBA 2K22 next gen, not current gen. Those of y'all that are enamored with that damn boat, so dumb.
Ooh,
they got a boat.
So dumb. They're on a freaking cruise ship, like this cruise. It's so dumb.
Yeah, they're on the way to our city. They don't have the next gen yet. There's the city.
That's tough.
Actually,
That's tough. All right, man. How do y'all feel about 2K22 so far, man? I got my feelings. I played every mode so far. What do y'all think, man? What are y'all thinking about 2K22 this year?
It feels better than the other ones.
Yeah,
Like
it's a lot more skill based.
It doesn't feel cheesy.
More skill based.
It's
The
not
feel of the game
glitchy.
feels nice.
It's smooth.
Yeah, man. I like the way it feels. Obviously, they haven't released all the animations just yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like it. So hear me out. I kind of like how they did that, because as I get into season 2 or 3, I think people are going to end up with 4 or 5 different builds. I think they're going to have a different build per season, because there's going to be attribute locks, right? And if you look at my dude, I got an 88 3-pointer, like an 88 ball handle. If I want a Curry slide, I'm probably gonna need to have 95 ball handle. I might go make a new build. I think everybody's gonna have a new build each season.
I think they're gonna buy. There's gonna be a lot of money being spent this year on some 2K.
It's a money play for sure. I definitely like the way it feels though. My team, so I was going to invest in my team this year. Then I got into the part. I don't know that I'm going to play my team until the end, man. And I hate that. This is the first year they've completely dropped the ball on my team. And if I do any videos, it's going to be how trash my team is.
My team, no, yeah, I didn't really get my team when I started it. It was weird.
Yeah, they added a bunch of bells and whistles that do absolutely nothing. And they're going to do the same thing they did with last year's my team, where halfway through the year, they're going to stop updating it.
Mm-hmm.
So my team is yeah, 2K22 overall feels pretty good. We got into the Pro-Am yesterday, took some L's. Honestly, that was our first time really playing rec since 2K20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't so pressed off of it. Cause like, man, it's really been a long time since we sat down and like consistently ran. And again, we've literally been dropping the game before like Thanksgiving. Like we just been like, man, it's not worth it. I really feel like this is a really good one. I like the build maker. I like what it does. The dribbling is much more shiftier than I thought it would be. I don't even think like some people are using moves. I think most people are just kind of yanking their stick back the other way and just, you know what I'm saying, getting the separation that you need. Man, and I think a lot of people stayed on current gen because they get that old demigod type feel, and that's why they don't want to come to next year. That's just how I feel looking at it from this end of it. And again, I mean, it's a good enough game for me to be like, yo, like I want to play it, I want to run it. And you know what I'm saying, it was good to get back in and get the runs. The game felt better. Again, it did the whole server thing like it does, which I'm like, come on, y'all, like we just gotta stop doing this, man. Like just get the right stuff so we can load in and go. You know, so I like it. I do.
Okay,
I haven't done no GM stuff yet. None of the GM stuff, so like I haven't even opened one yet. So I'm trying to see. I've seen like a whole bunch of people do them, but I haven't done one yet.
That's gonna be pretty exciting to get into the my GM stuff.
Yeah.
So we can show what kind of owners we are in 2K22. Because 2K21, I was a garbage owner. I was bud. I couldn't even make the playoffs.
We definitely gonna need to do a fantasy sim.
Yeah.
You get us a fantasy draft to going sometime soon. We're gonna need that.
We might need to take an episode and do one because NBA's about to
start going first.
Weeks.
You know who going first? Hey, it don't matter where Deuce is. Devin Booker coming off the board, his first pick.
I see it through, my boy.
This man will have legend. This man will have 99 overall. LeBron James sitting there, and he'll take Devin Booker with the first pick.
Tough. See it through, my boy.
Apex Legends. I think they just launched a new event. It updated yesterday. I haven't had a chance to hop on there, but I think they gave Rampart an heirloom. Man, she's actually
a wrench.
A wrench, a monkey wrench. Interesting choice of an heirloom. But I've been seeing a lot of ranked players use her a lot more. Because how they made her Rampage gun, you can carry it around now.
Oh, you can carry it now?
Yeah, you could pull that mug off the thing and carry it around as a minigun.
Oh, damn, that's like another Spitfire.
It's wild.
But way better.
But it's been fun. I ain't gonna lie. Playing pubs against Warzone players, and you know they're Warzone players because they don't use any of their abilities. They do this.
Yeah.
Man.
I just give it up to Apex because since they came in the game, they've been consistently good, great. You know, I feel like they've never dropped off.
This shift from players coming to Apex now just shows like how consistently good they've been for so long.
It's like 4
And all
years
the new
old.
content they get every season too. So
Yeah.
it's always been good.
A new legend every season.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, we asked this question a couple episodes ago, but now that we got more heads on here that are actually Apex players, because I don't think Tua was an Apex player. What do y'all want to see in the next legend, man? What is your ideal legend that would be a good complement to the 18 legends we have out there right now? The last one we got was Seer, who he gonna get a buff sooner or later because he is wild. Before that, we got Valkyrie, who's also another, basically a portable UAV. You know what I'm saying? You launch up, come down, you mark everybody and their moms. And before that, we got Horizon. But who do y'all want to see? What do y'all want to see in a new legend?
One of y'all want to go first? Is Deuce say something?
Hardy said mine last week when we did it.
Me?
I think mine. I believe mine was the.
Go ahead, Deuce, and then we'll go Paulo.
All right, so yeah, mine was that when you use your ultimate, whatever damage the person does to, whatever damage the person does to you, they receive a portion of that same damage. So like if they hit you for 50, they take 20, 15 damage points as well.
Still a wild concept. That's tight.
Like
I got my ultimate on. You can shoot me for 100, but you gonna get 50 of this.
Yeah. So and it like I don't know necessarily like a healthy balance on like how much damage you get. Because of course you don't want it to be like super OP and like you hit me for 100, you get 75 of that. Like like but I mean it definitely prevent people from farming and stuff like that as much.
That's true.
In those smaller circles.
I think an ability like that will go better in reverse. Say you're low on health and the more damage you give, you receive for yourself, even for like a 10, 15 second period. Like a rampage mode, you know what I'm saying? Like the damage you give, you receive as you're hurting somebody, you receive it yourself.
Ooh, that would be nasty.
Or it could be both, like both and.
Yeah.
Like when you get shot at the same time, it deals damage, but if you shoot while it's on, you can get health.
One, I think, please give make caustic again. Like, you should never want to run in any building with caustic. And people are too comfortable running in a building where there's a caustic at. You know what I'm saying? Like, let caustic be himself, or like, because if he can't take over a building, and you know what I'm saying, like, I feel like as an experienced Apex player, you usually know what legends is at least still around the map towards the end circle. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When you scan, when you sear, when you crypto drone, we see who's there. If you see a caustic, you're like, one, if you got a crypto drone, you could disable the gas. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to disable it to get in, but you should never be able to walk through a door and shoot and knock a caustic. I've done it. I don't agree with it. I think caustic needs to be caustic again. There has to be a player that strikes fear for you to not go in there, because you don't see many outside of sweaty rank players who lock off a building with a Watson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
true.
let caustic again. I would like to push for another medic. Because again,
I was gonna say the same. I want to see another medic.
Because you either got sweaty lifelines or people like us who don't want to play with lifelines because we don't know how to be good healers. Find a way for us to be able to heal. You know, like
a mobile healer type.
Yeah. I think Deuce or somebody said it. Well, like you could spawn a beacon, like a respawn beacon. I think that'll be like something that should be good to use. And then I like Gibby and I like Bangalore, but I do think we need another defensive person along the lines with like a Cossack or something. I think we're good on legends like Pathfinder, Horizon, and Valkyrie, who can fly all over the map and get you to high places. Octane. I think we're good on the killer ones. You know what I'm saying? Your Bloodhounds. I think we're good on that. I think because Lifeline's kind of the solo medic sitting out here, that's kind of limiting that part of the game. I think they should find a way to add another medic type deal into that.
Someone who has an ability like Octane's passive would be kind of interesting. You want to get away with your team, you can all, help us moving up while you're moving.
What if you had like a Tsunade ability where your ult would let your people stim heal half their health? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Like that was just as a medic, you hit your ult and it would just stim half of their health, not automatically, slowly. You know what I'm saying? So if they take damage, they lose it, but it's automatically half your health. So while you're running to the ring, your medic could just hit the ult. It stims.
Ult up and they're healing you from.
That would be dope, especially if
There's
they
different
got it to
ways
where,
they can do something with a medic.
You know how Octanes, you got to be like, after you stem, after you're out of a fight, it slowly starts to regenerate. Maybe if they take that and like, if you're in the vicinity of that player and they hit their ult, that's how close you got to be in order to receive that bonus.
So like, y'all remember Shinobi Striker Conan when she used to throw out the paper and he's disable everybody to do that for healing. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody in that area gets hit with it, gets a little bit of a heal, like take in. I'm like,
would that just be reserved for a team, or would that be anybody in the area?
You know, that's the thing about Ultimates. But that's the thing about Ultimates too, is the ones that's out in the open like that are supposed to benefit anybody that can use them. Like if you walk Revenant Totem, enemy team's supposed to be able to use it. So if it's an out in the open ultimate like that, it has to be out there in the open for everybody. Another team can't benefit from a Bloodhound ult. Only you and your team could benefit from a Bloodhound ult. But like if you drop a drone and we could go take your drone, or we could take your totem, or we could use your Watson thing, if it's an ultimate that is dealt with a general space and area, anybody should be able to benefit from it.
Yeah, same with Rampart, Pathfinder, you can use all of their stuff.
Yeah.
You know who I think needs to get nerfed? Freaking Bangalore's ult. For the longest, we said she needed a buff. Now?
You can't see nothing.
Bro, the smoke is crazy. But then when you get caught up in her missiles, even if you on the team, bro, you moving super slow. And I mean, maybe that's something they should add to Caustic, right? Like your vision starts to look blurry when you're in the gas. Because right now, bro, it's just like being in the first storm. That's Caustic gas. Being in the first storm. But what was yours, Paula?
His own ult. I've never agreed with that. Yeah, Crypto should never be affected by his own ult. Like I never agreed with that one.
Well, I mean, what's his name? Fuse. Bro, Fuse burns everyone and their moms, including Fuse.
Yeah. That's why I said that. But again, I understand it's fair because if it's out in the open in a general area, everyone should be affected. I just felt like Crypto being a electronic dude should be able to get away with it.
What was yours, Polly?
Vita said it was to be able to spawn some money.
That'll be so clutch. I know we're not really Warzone players, but they got a new map coming out. I think it's based in the Pacific Sea. It was a nice little sneak peek on it. Only caveat to it is they're gonna release it when they release the new game, which to me is still like, what? You want people to stay on the free game and not buy your new game? They can release a new map.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. What are you doing? Like, I don't know. There's just too much going on with that. But let's move to the closing segments. All fact, no feelings. Everyone has one today. Instead of just having Polly shoot us all of them. Who wants to kick us off? Actually, matter of fact, Sefa, go ahead and kick us off, man. All facts, no feelings. What's your statement, man? What's your question for everybody?
Jalen Hurts will have a better year than Lamar Jackson.
Facts. I do think Lamar isn't going to be he isn't going to be a QB nobody's going to want to see in the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
I think this season he's going to go through it. And if he makes it to the playoffs, I think he's going to knock somebody off.
Jalen Hurts is in the easier division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, way easier.
Yeah.
All right, sound like it's all fact. Who wanna go next?
Okay.
I have one. The teams from the West, NFC or AFC, will have 3 playoff teams.
He said what? What was it?
He said two.
NFC West or AFC West will have 3 playoff teams.
Either or.
Either or.
Both of them.
That's a fact.
I'll say
NFC
it's a
West might
fact.
have all of them.
NFC West, yeah. NFC West might find a way to get everybody in there.
Uh-huh.
I don't think the AFC West can get 3.
I think 2 at the
I
most.
don't trust the Raiders or Broncos enough yet. I like the Broncos defense is nice, but I don't trust them enough yet.
What about Frisco? Who was it? Frisco, Seattle. What was in that division?
Rams,
Rams.
Cardinals. I think they all
Cardinals.
can make it.
You think all 4 of them make
They
it?
can- Yeah, I think each of them like split a game in a division.
Ooh, all 4 in one conference.
That's my thought.
No
too.
one has swept our conference for a couple years now. Like division games.
I think they're gonna all split one game at least.
I got all of them getting 10. Like I really believe all of them can win 10. I think, like Paulette says, they split with each other. But my curiosity goes to, now I'm out on the North. The North is going to send just a division winner. I'm trying to put myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to, because I see our max is 10 wins, but we would have to match up with one of those West teams, and I think they would have the edge. And then you got, the East? East is going to send it. Bucks. And then I'm trying to fight my Panthers and Saints with the whole NFC West.
Ooh. Who's the odd man out there?
That's what I'm saying. So initially, my odd man out is Arizona. I've been telling y'all, Cliff gets fired. But I still think they could get 10 wins, him fired or not. But then it just goes to where New Orleans and Carolina lands in that 7th spot. So, but Stefan's been saying it for a while, pretty much guaranteeing 2 teams from that conference is going to go. He was like, Seattle probably won't win it, but we'll get to the divisional round. We'll get past the first. So
we sent 2 to 3 of the past 3 years.
Yeah.
So it'll be
the Rams,
and pretty much. Damn. I guess that's all fact then. I can't see nothing that's incorrect with that.
Because now in the North are only going to send their division winner.
And it might be the Chicago Bears. He's like, nah.
As that same type of first half, I think we might see Justin Fields.
We should. I mean, I don't see why we. I do see why we haven't seen him yet, but Justin Fields definitely should be the starter over there. I think by game 6 we'll see him, and then
maybe even sooner. Maybe like game 3.
And then Washington will try to make a move for Dalton. They almost have to. Especially if they're not going to go after Cam. They got to make a move for Dalton.
I quit the Pats job. Like, I'm go big. Anything but Chase Young for Watson. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Send Scary Terry, send all them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think he ends up playing this year or next, to be honest with you.
I don't think so either.
But, all right, Polly, what you got? All facts, no feelings.
All right, I seen this on TikTok, and they're talking about Chris Middleton's a way better player than Klay Thompson.
Man, not nearby, never. Never.
They said the only difference is Chris Middleton can actually create his own shots, and he can actually carry a team.
Soy, your fault. Soy, 100% your fault. What have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? You done for me? 100% your fault. Niggas forgot who Clay is.
I'll take the L on that one. I can't even argue with that. Oh, I can't even argue with that. That's no. There's no fact in that. No. I think if you switch them in positions, Chris Middleton.
Man, trash. I'm about to take Chris Middleton. Get that club out of
That's
here.
crazy. Klay Thompson has just never had to create his own shot. Is he capable? Absolutely. And I can say that without even having to ever see it. He did it in college. Granted, it's the NBA, right? But when a man can score 50 plus points, 60 points on 11 dribbles, what? What makes you think he can't do that over there with Giannis in Milwaukee? They got Drew Holiday too. Like
that's a slave to the moment thing right there.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I seen on TikTok, and they're like, there's no argument. Chris Middleton's better than Klay Thompson.
People are stupid.
And that was like the only argument is that he can create his own shot.
Clay's posted up players. Clay's taking people off the dribble. He done banged on people. He's gotten a bucket every single way. Like y'all saying, like again, all NBA, like it's idiotic.
To me, that's casuals. That's casuals. Seeing that they saw the Bucks win a chip, and they saw Chris Middleton be the second best player. Some games the first, meaning nowhere in the finals, more in the prelim games. When Giannis had a hyperextended knee, you better be the best player on the court when Giannis has a hyperextended knee.
Yeah, nah, that's feelings.
That's all feelings. Ew. Deuce, what you got, man?
So it's not sports related, but Avatar: The Last Airbender is the best animated series.
It ain't even.
Wait.
What?
Part 2, not the movie.
And that's all, folks.
Part 2, not the movie, right?
The animated series, not the movie.
Yeah.
They're not even top 10.
What? Oh wow.
They're not even top 10, Deuce. That's all feelings.
Yeah, that's all.
What's better?
Wait a minute. I just want to make sure I heard this correct. You said that Avatar the Airbender is the best anime?
I said animated series.
That's exactly what an anime is.
Is this a TikTok argument, or do you firmly stand behind this statement?
I firmly stand behind that, Joe.
You think you know somebody, right? You think you know somebody.
You think you know somebody.
And one day you just wake up and they do some stuff like this.
We all bonded behind Jiraiya Sensei getting killed by his own student.
Hey, I can see it now in Vegas. Welcome to Aloha Kitchen. Is this all on one tab? Yeah, except for Avatar guy over there.
Except for Aang. Except for Aang over there.
Aang's got the change over there. You know what I'm saying? No.
I said
there's no way, dude.
Real quick. Is Avatar technically Nickelodeon?
Yeah. Isn't it?
Isn't Avatar technically under Nickelodeon?
Yes.
It's Nickelodeon.
It's not even the best Nickelodeon series.
Name one better.
Rocket Power.
Rocket Power. Rocket Power. Easy. Rocket Power, definitely.
Power off top. Like even without digging.
Nah. Definitely not.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the episode when I said Dragon Ball Z was overrated and it was trash?
Dragon Ball Z is better than that.
I will watch the same first season of Dragon Ball Z for the rest of my life before I ever say that Avatar the Airbender is better than Dragon Ball Z or the best.
That's nice.
That's disrespectful.
Avatar is nice. Like I like Avatar, but Nah, I ain't never.
It
was
ain't
like,
even
oh,
a top 10 anime.
Not top
And
10.
I'll list 10 if you want me to.
Go ahead.
Na- Naruto, One Punch
Okay.
Man, Dragon Ball Z, who?
Mm-hmm.
Attack
The
on
series or
Titan.
just one?
What, Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
The series. We talking about series, right?
Okay.
Attack on Titan,
Mm-hmm.
Gundam. I would much rather watch Gundam than I would Avatar Airbender. You telling me you ain't never wanted a Gundam?
Nah.
Digimon Digital Monsters, because I'm just being disrespectful as hell now.
Okay. Continue.
Demon Slayer,
Continue.
7 Deadly Sins, Bleach, and one that you ain't never seen that's better than almost all of those is Yu Yu Hakusho.
I've seen Yu Yu Hakusho.
I mean,
So,
I'm not gonna go
don't
on.
try me.
Not gonna go on the Avatar deal, man.
Yeah, that's for debatables, man. We I don't think it's even
It's not
debatable,
even a
actually.
debate. My man said that. This man said Avatar the Airbender is the best anime series.
Hey,
Deuce.
hey, hey. I can see it now. 3 weeks from now. My name is Deuce, and I'm coming to the podium to argue that Avatar is the best animated series.
That's tough. That's tough.
No.
I mean, that's all feelings.
It's great, but it's not. No.
They too
This is all
scared to
cap.
kill off characters.
No, they not.
This is all cap.
Did you see the way Jiraiya died?
Yes. And then it went out like a chump.
Demon Slayer in the first. Wait. What did he just say? What did he just say?
Well, I don't even hear what he said.
Right? That's the end of the show, right?
What did he say?
He said Jiraiya went out like a chump.
Dang.
Right.
We ending the show right there, man. We ending the show right there.
I don't even want to
All
give
right,
you my
y'all.
all fact, no feelings anymore. Damn, that.
Thank you,
Boy
guys.
went out like a sucker. Straight
Thanks.
sucker.
We gonna move on to my question now, because there's a whole lot of blasphemy with that man. Vita, get your brother, man. Get your brother, man.
Oh, that boy went out like a
All
chump.
You take
Let me run
that
on your back.
Hell no.
That boy got jumped.
Bro, Majin Buu will fart and end Aang's existence. Okay.
Cap. That boy get smacked up.
All right. All facts, no feelings. Next year, Jalen Hurts will be better than Lamar Jackson has ever been.
I feel like that's low feelings.
Feelings.
Just a little bit. Smidge.
Hear me out. This ain't even a podium situation either. Lamar Jackson won MVP because he did something we ain't never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
But when we're talking about a quarterback, Jalen Hurts next year, if everything goes the way it needs to go, will be better. This is no bias either. Will be better than Lamar Jackson has ever been. Quarterback.
The only reason why I find that hard to because I still think there's a part in ownership that's looking outside for a quarterback. I still feel like that with Philly. Like I feel like if Philly can make the playoffs, they're gonna make the playoffs. But I also feel like I think they still have the picks from the trade that if they like somebody enough, they would potentially make that move for someone in the draft, even though I wouldn't take nobody because I have Hurts. I would still focus on other things. I just feel like if ownership got a real call about Watson or one of these quarterbacks that could push him, I think they would move him. And I don't know how good I would feel about Hurts anywhere else because I don't think they're going to give him the shot. If Hurts is back next year, I could give you a fight. I could give you a fight for that. But I just have a feeling that they're already like halfway, one way out the door with him, like waiting for him to mess up.
Mm-hmm.
No fact in the party.
I think it's all feelings.
I mean, I don't believe it either, but
Just like Bovita said, they're waiting for him to mess up.
I think there's a great argument there though.
Let me
as a passer, we talking about quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks. Gotta throw the ball. Gotta complete it. You gotta push the ball down the field. The stat that I posted in the chat earlier that set for thumbs down. The fact that Jalen Hurts has 4, 5, or 6 career starts and already has more 300-yard passing games than Lamar Jackson does in his whole career says it all for me. As a quarterback, Jalen Hurts is my dude.
I think, and I can see even back from Bama, like Hurts' ability to go through progressions and feel the pressure. And yeah, this is going to sound like a cuss word when I say this. I really got a feeling they're about to try to Tyrod Taylor this man. And I don't want that to.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah. I got a feeling like no matter how good he does, he's a placeholder. They'll be good. They'll go to the playoffs with him. They'll suck with him. But the second they get whatever they're really looking for, they'll mess up.
I would totally disagree with you if they didn't trade for Gardner Minshew.
That was like one of the fastest reasons for me.
That move had me scared for Jalen Hurts. I was just like, bro, you come out week 1, they're gonna be calling for your head. Yeah. Ownership's gonna go to the papers and force some sort of narrative to get you up out of there.
Because Flacco's still there. Philly and Miami.
Yeah,
Flacco's
the number 2, and then Minshew's the number 3.
Philly and Miami have still been the top 2 places I hear for Watson. Carolina put on record and said we're not interested. They just, Tepper just said it was like, nope, we're here in the season, we're done. Like, there's no mid-trade season for us. There's none of that. So that's what they say. I don't believe them, but that's what they say. I feel like if you they'll get number 1 pick and look at a Spencer Rattler or something and be like, we should just take him. And I'd be like, nah, you shouldn't.
I need what you call it just to hurry up and move somewhere. Deshaun Watson. That's the biggest thing that's keeping me reserved about whether or not Jalen Hurts' job. I think what saves Jalen Hurts' job is they win at least 10 games and they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said I think he should go to the Giants because he'll elevate Barkley's career more than what Daniel Jones is doing.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no quarterback starting right now outside of the places we all know clearly need a quarterback that should move on from their quarterback next year. Even the rebuilding teams. Detroit should keep Goff. Carolina should keep Sam. Keep these dudes. You still have a lot of other things you can address, and at least you know what you got at your quarterback, and then be patient and go back and make a move. I don't think none of the quarterbacks who are in the market for one should go for one this year. I think they should leave it.
Damn. Ended it off with all feelings after Deuce messed up the whole conversation.
You should have just went first.
Man, I know next time to save Deuce all fact, no feelings for last. That way we could just hang up, end the live, and be cool.
Hey man, if you can't handle the smoke, stay out the kitchen.
Aang couldn't even handle the smoke. He wouldn't even. Like what? Anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow on the game. We'll be back on streaming games. Great episode. Yep. Episode 15 for the next few months or so. We're gonna be on Wednesdays around the same time. So tap in with us.
Thank you.
Deuces.